Alrighty, welcome back everybody. Captain Kuba here, and welcome to this. I'm not gonna say it's special, okay? I know I shouldn't downplay my live stream, so you guys can have fun and all that. But like, it's just a regular God of War chill stream. We haven't done one of this in a while. I haven't really uploaded a God of War video in God knows how long. So I figured we'd do this for multiple reasons. For one, we haven't done it in a while, and also there's a lot of rumors. I know I shouldn't put any weight into them because it's just rumors, right? But there are a lot of rumors that we might be getting an announcement later this month. There's a lot of really exciting rumors, not just about God of War, but Wolverine, the PlayStation 6. There's so many things, and maybe we can just talk about it for a bit. But how are you guys? Hey, Yashinda, how you doing, man? Crimson, Damon, Salvatore, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to be back. I haven't been really doing much God of War stuff. And I don't know, I'm slowly getting back into it. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's movement here. I'm slowly getting back into it. Believe it or not, I actually started replaying. You ready for this? God of War Ragnarok. I started to replay it, just like to get back into the hype mode, because before I would just replay God of War games non-stop, even if I wasn't a big fan of them, I would just replay them, right? And I feel like I haven't really given God of War Ragnarok a lot of love, Has that changed my opinion on the game? I mean, not really. But I don't know, like maybe I was a little bit too hard on it. I have played a couple of crappy games ever since, and maybe I was a little bit too hard on it. Okay, let me know if the audio is okay. I didn't really get to try it on, but you can hear it. All right, here we go. Hey, the geek artist, how you doing, man? I'm here in the doctor's office, but I'm doing just fine, just waiting. Awesome, man, awesome. Hope you're doing okay. Hope everything goes well at the doctor's office. There's also some rumors about God of War series cast. List of 8 actors might play Kratos. I don't think it's... okay, so yeah, that's something else we gotta talk about. Apparently, and I didn't know this, I shouldn't start now because the moment I start I won't be able to like hear you guys. I mean, I won't be able to talk. But yeah, let me go back to Big Face for a little bit. What was I saying? Yeah, the TV show. The TV show has not even begun filming yet. They're now in the process of doing the casting, right? We don't know who's going to be playing Kratos. We don't know who's going to be playing Freya or Atreus. They're going to be doing that later in a couple of months. I'm assuming it can't take that long because apparently filming officially starts on 2026, which I thought was already on its way, but it seems like this show is going to come out really, really late. But oh well, Hey, Captain Loudpack, how you doing, man? I understand Cuba. God of War is to you what Primal is to me. Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's just something very close to me, and I just decided to just play them again. I'm also playing. I'm charging it out, but I'm playing Ghost of Sparta on the PSP, and man, it's just. Ghost of Sparta is it's another game that just my love for it just keeps growing no matter what. All right, let's start, I guess. Let's just go ahead and start. Let me know how the audio is, by the way. God of War skin. I don't have any. I'm playing this
by defeating Ares
on a new
Kratos, the once
system.
Became the new god of
Hey.
However,
PlayStation has to release a remaster of these games, okay? They leave me no choice here.
By his fellow gods.
Wait.
But Kratos.
No, never mind.
No need for the love of petty gods.
But who will play Lego Kratos?
New family in the warriors of Sparta.
Can you imagine if we get a Lego God of War game? I know we're getting one for Batman again. That we've been having those for a while, right? Hardest difficulty in Ghost of Sparta makes me hate this game. Yeah, I feel like, especially the PSP games, they kind of break under pressure when it comes to like playing them on the hardest difficulty. I wouldn't recommend that. I am playing it on the second hardest difficulty. I think that's a sweet spot because man, the sirens in those games just in that game absolutely suck. I got a question for you. What do you want?
Do not turn your back on me.
I owe you nothing.
This is a interesting question. He said, I got a question for you. What do you do when struggling with demotivation to make content?
Hatred for the gods.
Man, I am the worst person to be asking that question, because I guess you could say I give in to the demotivation. I think that's something that's fundamentally broken with content creation, where it's like when we treat it as a job, it kind of loses its appeal a little bit. Like it loses its magic because you're not really doing things sometimes that you really want to talk about. You just have to like make content. It just becomes another job, right? And I find it really hard to... That's why I don't think I'm a good content creator. I think a good content creator is able to bypass that issue of not being motivated to do content and just does it. I'm not very good at it. I have to really be interested in the video I'm making for it like to actually work. If not, it is the hardest thing, man. So that's kind of like my view on it. I don't know. I'm sorry if like that's very depressing, but I'm telling you, like, I'm not the best person to be asking this. Will you finish Darksiders 3? I have to eventually. I know I have to. I started to replay it. It's just not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. That's another thing I just have trouble demotivating, man. Since your name is Captain Kuba, are we going to play the boat captain? Am I going to play the boat captain in the show? That would be an honor. But for one thing, the show is going to be about the Norse saga, not really the Greek one. So we shouldn't be really getting any boat captain cameos, especially in God of War 2018. Oh man, it feels good. It feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. Huh. God damn it, this game is good. There's just something about the older God of War games, man. The moment I pick it up, like, its fluidity just runs through my veins and it just carries over. Like, it's just so fluid. Once you learn how to play it. Yo, Sasham, thank you so much, man. Between God of War 2 and God of War 2018, what is your favorite? I mean, I feel like based on what I said previously to reading your comment, you kind of know what I'm gonna say. I'm a Greek boy, okay? I'm one of the Greek fanboys, okay? Like, it's just my games, man, and especially God of War 2. God of War 2, I think, is my favorite game in the series. I always say I think because every time I play another God of War game, I'm like, man, this might be my favorite game, but I feel like God of War 2 is consistently the one that I'm like, I keep going back to. And I talk about this as to why that is. I know it's not perfect by any means. The story has issues and all that. But I love how quiet the game is. Like, from the moment it starts, I know people don't like the fact that it doesn't have a lot of story to it. But, man, I just like that. I like how quiet it is. It's just you playing as this Greek dude going on an epic adventure through multiple areas in the Greek world. It's just such a beautiful game. Not just graphically and artistically, but just like, it's a game that I can lose myself in. I just go into it and I just play it and just like, it's just fun. As long as you like the combat, you're good to go, man. It's awesome, man. Greek gang, baby. I prefer God of War 2, man. It's the shit. I know God of War 3 has the better combat, but God of War 2 is just special. Let me turn off the tutorials. I don't need no tutorials. Where are the tutorials? Oh, there we go. None. But I guess we haven't really talked about this because we just started, right? But I mean, it's not really new. Like, we've been hearing about this rumor for a while that God of War is getting a 2D God of War game in 2026. And the rumors are that we're going to officially hear about it at the end of September. The end of September is just slated to be like really epic for PlayStation announcements. Like, they're also talking about Wolverine, and I'm just getting myself hyped up again. I'm just getting myself hyped up. That is God of War for me. What you have described. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, God of War 1 is also amazing, right? But I feel like God of War 2 is, when it comes to replaying it, it's the only game that doesn't miss a beat. Like, from the moment you start, the intro's just epic. Then you get that transition with Pegasus, and it's just like, it's nothing but action. And then you go and freaking have to deal with Prometheus and Typhon. Like, there's never a dull moment in God of War 2 for me. Whereas in other games, it just feels a lot slower after the intro. Like, it just takes a while. Even God of War 3, with all of its action, it just takes a while for it to kick in, you know. Oh, hey, the Godslayer, how you doing? It has story where it counts instead of filler. Yeah, exactly, man, exactly. So, Kuba, do you believe that rumored God of War game? I think at this point I do. Just because there's been multiple people hinting something about it. And it also makes sense. At least from a, I feel like from a business standpoint. I've been talking about this for a long time, but I think games are just taking way too long to make these days. AAA games I'm talking about. And I feel like we're gonna see a change. We're gonna see like these big companies starting to make smaller games. And I welcome it. I know there's a lot of people not excited for the 2D God of War game. And I get it. Metroidvania is not even like my favorite go-to. I'll be honest, I've been playing on my PSP and I have this game called Castlevania Chronicles X or something. It's a remake of Rondo of Blood. And I feel like this has become my favorite 2D game of all time because it's fun, but it's also not a Metroidvania. If they were to do something like that, I think I would be totally fine with it. Like, if they make it even smaller, I know people are gonna think I'm insane because, like, you're gonna make a 2D game even smaller now. Like, I don't mind. Play Castlevania Chronicle X Rondo of Blood, I forgot what the name is, right, for the PSP, and you'll know what I mean. It's just a fun, linear game, and even if it's 2D, it doesn't matter. What was I talking about? You guys asked me something else, and I completely forgot. My bad. Imagine a 2D God of War game, same as Kratos versus Zeus 2D fight in God of War 3. It's probably going to be something like that. That is what 2D means, just like 2 dimensions. Back and forth, just that's it. Now, if they come out and say, if they come out and actually show a new God of War game that resembles the old school God of War games, I am going to lose my shit. I am going to lose my shit. It's not gonna happen, but if it were to happen, that is the dream for me. But I know it's not gonna happen. That's too much of a dream. I think what they're going to do is they are working on the 2D Metroidvania, and they're going to release it on Steam. You can count this as a prediction. If the 2D God of War game is real, they're going to release it on Steam because they know that's like the big market for 2D Metroidvania games, and it only makes sense. It only makes sense. The thing I'm kind of worried about is the rumor that it was a couple of months ago that it said that it was you were going to play as Deimos. I'm down for a Deimos game, but I just wouldn't be as excited, you know? I think they could do a lot in the years between, I guess, God of War 1, the ending of God of War 1, and God of War 2. Like, when he was sitting as the God of War, you know? Turn the widescreen off, man? Do I not have it off? It's off. Is it better? What was it like before? Well, let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. You mean widescreen on? Oh, wow. Look at that. That looks much better. He looks skinny now. Look at him. We won't see a new God of War game this month. They'll show a new God of War game maybe at the Game Awards. I don't know, man. Yeah, they keep saying... They're not really sure. They're not really sure yet. They keep saying that it might be at the end of September or at the Game Awards, right? I don't know anymore. Man, I'm starving for a God of War announcement for multiple reasons, not just like content creation. But man, you guys do realize that the last God of War game, if you don't count Valhalla, was in the year 2022. 2022, my boy. Like, that has been eons ago, okay? That has been so long that we don't even register as being that long because, like, it can't be that long. It feels like it was yesterday, but it was a very long time ago. And, you know, you compare it to the older Greek games where you got God of War 1 in 2005, God of War 2 in 2007. 2 years, okay? And I forgot, when did Chains of Olympus come out? I think it was 2008, wasn't it? It was like, and then God of War 3 in 2010. It was like, we were living in the golden age of God of War releases back then. Like, it wasn't something insane as Call of Duty, where it was yearly, but it was a nice time in between. It's like, okay, 2 years, you get a new game. Like, it was so good, right? 3 years, man. 3 years. I have news regarding the legacy of Kane Defiance. So they just released it instead of remastering it. I was expecting a remaster. I guess the series is dead again. Well, I mean, you're talking about the PlayStation Plus thing, right? I think the fact... Well, I don't know if we should take the legacy of Kane Defiance release for PlayStation Plus as news of anything. PlayStation Plus did have a couple of good months, I think, where they released good stuff. And people are kind of disappointed with this month's release. But I'm not gonna say that this is proof of anything, but it might show that there is excitement for the Legacy of Kain series. The fact that PlayStation is doing a re-release for the PlayStation Plus now of Legacy of Kain Defiance. And I should say that I talk about this series as if it's like up there with God of War. I've never played a Legacy of Kain game. I'm really interested in them and I want to play them, but I've never actually played them. And even as an outsider, just looking as an outsider, it just looks like an interesting series. Just from a story point of view, like, it just looks really good. Have you ever played Time Splitters, Kuba? That's the first person from the PlayStation 2 game, right? From the PlayStation 2 series. PlayStation 2 console, right? I have not played that one, no. Sorry, English is not Englishing. Bring it on. Got him. God of War North Saga came after 8 years of God of War. Came out in 2018. So not 8 years, because God of War Ascension was released in 2013. But that gap makes sense, because they were figuring out like a new formula for it, and it took a while. So that gap, it's understandable, and many fans even thought the series was done. I thought the series was done with God of War after God of War 3. The Darksiders game? Yeah, I played Darksiders 1, 2, that's it. I've played some of Darksiders 3, and even some of the Genesis, but I haven't finished those two. I'm excited for Darksiders 4. Kinda wanna do the mini game, but I wanna see something. It's not here. I forgot. I wanna see if they're wearing anything. Ah, ignore the boobies! They're not wearing anything! Ignore them. Ignore them. Ignore. Block it with the mouse. No, that's only pointing them out. That's only pointing them out. Okay, forget about it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. This shit's gonna get demonetized, isn't it? Damn it. Come on, run, Kratos! YouTube's after me. God of War Ascension has really good visuals. I think I need to... I was asked about this a couple of weeks ago on another live stream where they asked me if God of War Ascension should get a remaster. And I think so. I really think so, because God of War Ascension came out at a time where they were really pushing the system to its limits, and there were some like graphical issues here and there. Like it looked kind of grainy to me, and even there were some audio issues, like especially in one scene with the Furies where the audio just cuts out. If they were to make a remaster, I would buy it. I know I've been really hard on God of War Ascension, but I think it's not that bad of a game. I'm not gonna get into my ranking of the series now, but I think I would place it higher than certain games, than a certain game, and I think a remaster would do very well. It would be cool if we get a multiplayer as well. If they do a remaster for the single player and a multiplayer, that would be insane. And I think it would make a lot of sense, given that PlayStation is now pushing for live service games. Like, this could be like a good way to try and revitalize God of War Ascension's multiplayer, because I think it had a lot of potential. Like, now you can, if they want microtransactions and make a ton of money, bro, release like Norse heroes on it. Release like Norse gods as patrons. You can. I know this doesn't really make sense within God of War Ascension's lore. I know that, okay? But if they really wanted to make a lot of money, re-release God of War Ascension with the single player and the multiplayer. I think that would be great. I think that could work really well. Hot take, Ragnarok. Look, man. Look. Alright. Just hear me out. I think... Well, I'm replaying God of War Ragnarok right now, okay? And I also think I was too hard on it, especially because I've played certain games this year, or I guess a demo. I played a demo, and I've talked about this before. I played a demo of a game called Blades of Fire, and I just couldn't stomach the story. Like, just a demo. Like, the voice acting was so mediocre, the delivery was so bad, like how the story structure in just a demo, it turned me off from that game. It might have pretty good gameplay, it had decent gameplay, but the story was so, it felt so cheap that I just lost interest in it, right? And then I played God of War Ragnarok, and there's a lot of things to love there. There really are. There's like the whole thing with Odin being Tyr the whole time. It's really fun replaying the Alfheim level and seeing Tyr trying to, like, you know, push Kratos and Atreus aside, like just like being that source of like contention between the two. I like that. That's really good. Even the Thor acting is good. I'm not a big fan of Thor. There's a lot of things I don't like about it, but when you compare it to the regular games that come out, man, like it's miles ahead. You know, it's just much better, you know? But with that said, it still has a lot of issues. It still has a lot of pacing issues. And I got to Ironwood, and man, I was just nothing but yawning. I couldn't stop myself from yawning. It was so bad. And I get it. I think God of War Ragnarok might have a more important and even better story than Ascension, but I think I like Ascension's pacing a lot more. So, and I think the combat is something that I kind of was too harsh on it at the beginning, and I think it's pretty good. So I've kind of changed my mind on that. But then again, it's not that Ragnarok is bad. It's just that for me, it's one of the least good ones, you know? But I know that's a very controversial take. I know that, man. I know that. Captain Kuba, I have a theory that you might like. Shoot, man. Shoot. Speaking of Ascension, I heard that T.C. Carson once filmed a scene of Kratos being tortured in Ascension by the Furies. He completely broke down only to find out they didn't use it because it felt too real. Yeah, that's the... I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Hold on. Give me a sec. Where is it? God of War Ascension. Skinny Kratos, I think? Another one you were talking about. It's one that he's like shriveled up. Like there's art of him. God of War Ascension. I've seen this image before. Oh my god, you guys have seen it, that he looks like an old man. And he's just like shriveled down to the bone. This one. Right here, they were gonna use something like this, right? Yeah. I think this is the one, right? They were gonna have him something like that, but I think they ended up using the character model for a puzzle or something. That would have been insane if it actually went through, you know? So anyway, let's go back. I see you're playing the actual best God of War game. You know it, man. How could I not? I haven't played it in a while, man. Hold on. And with each Iron he talk... Wait, oh, you tell me. Okay. Tell me the theory. For the next God of War game, Atreus game, I saw your theory for Atreus with Yahtzee. Oh, the bird giant. And it hit me. What if they make Atreus use the giant marbles for guidance? And with each giant he talked to, he gained a new magic skill. With each giant he talked to, he gained new magic. Oh, you repeated that. Yeah, yeah, the marbles have to come into play somehow. And I don't know how they'll do it. But that would be kind of interesting. I think the Atreus game is what Corey's working on. Because Jason Schreier said that... What did he say? That people think it's a new IP, but it's not really a new IP, but it's going to feel like one. And I'm guessing Cory Barlog has been working on the spin-off for the Atreus game. I think he's gonna do something drastic with it. If Jason Schreier is saying that it's going to feel like a different game, I think we can expect a completely different take on the formula. For one thing, it's not gonna be God of War anymore. It's going to be the Atreus spin-off game. I think they're gonna make it an open world game. I've often said that is like the best route to go with Atreus. Like, make it a really deep open world game where you can be truly free. and I think it could work because with all of those shape-shifting powers, that would be great. Imagine if you could, if you're just exploring, and suddenly you can just turn into a bird, and just explore. I think that's what he's gonna do. Like, it's just gonna be nothing but an open world game. And again, that's not my favorite genre, but I think it makes sense for an Atreus game. I don't need to get these things, I forgot. God of War Betrayal, the entire series. I see a lot of confusion with the whole 2D God of War rumors because people are saying, oh, so it's going to be God of War Betrayal. Like, no, because God of War Betrayal is just a 2D game. It's not a Metroidvania. People, I think modern, like mostly like PlayStation AAA fans don't know what a Metroidvania is.
I will make you suffer!
This is the most useless chest. Well, it's meant to trick you. Like, you think you're collecting all of these chests, but then the Colossus of course takes all of your red orbs, so it kind of nullifies all the work you did. Bring it on. Also, 2 and Raggy has the best soundtrack. Oh yeah, God of War Ragnarok soundtrack kicks ass, man. I was when I got to the Dreki fight again, like the first Dreki fight, I just started like humming this song again because it's just so good. Even when you get the Dropnir Spear, I feel like I'm just a fan of what do you call it? The Svartalheim theme. It's my favorite, one of my favorite ones. Play Black Myth Wukong LoL. No, I'm not a big fan of playing streaming Souls-like games or even open world games.
None shall defy me!
Yeah, Valhalla has a great soundtrack too. Valhalla is honestly like one of my favorite things of the Norse saga. I mean, you might think I'm biased because it's Greek, but I like the fact that it almost feels like God of War 2018. It's much smaller in scale, like the story is it's tighter. It's just Kratos, Mimir. You can include Freya in there, but Tyr mostly, and it's a nicer story. I like it, you know. It's just kind of short, and I wish they, you know, a big thing that with Valhalla was they made it free. Like, that was a big selling point. But I feel like if they would have said, okay guys, we're gonna take like an extra year and make it like an even smaller game. It doesn't even have to be like a paid DLC, like a smaller game, and have actual dedicated boss fights. Aside from Tyr, just have like actual boss fights that you can go. Imagine if you could fight Hercules, Thor again. I don't know if you would fight Thor, you know, like, oh, because these are just Kratos' memories and stuff, right? So imagine if you could have like a more dedicated roguelike experience, right? That would have been great. But for it to be free, like, it was pretty good. Like, it was a really, I'm not gonna say it was a good deal, it was free. You know, it's not a deal, it's just free. But I liked it. I liked Valhalla a lot. He won't, and Kratos is gonna be the main character for the next game. They know that we want to see Kratos. Sony and Santa Monica are not that stupid. I think they're going to do an Atreus game. I don't think there's any way of getting around that. The way they set up the story is, so Atreus has his own story, you know, and it's gotta happen. It's just a matter of what exactly will happen in that story, you know. I actually had this idea, and that was the latest theory that I was working on, but I decided not to do it because I felt like I was like stretching it too much. I'm like, I don't know if I buy this, right? But I like this idea of, you know, Kratos and Atreus start as polar opposites, right? And they get slowly together in God of War Ragnarok. But as time goes on, they both go to the other extremes, like to where the other one was, right? So Kratos starts off hating gods, and Atreus starts off believing gods and wanting to be a god and all that, right? So with God of War Ragnarok and Valhalla, you see Kratos becoming a god. He's like, no, I am the protector of the realm. There's use in me being a god. Not all gods are evil. But what if Atreus goes to the other extreme? And it's like his exposure to other pantheons reveals to him that gods are not good and they need to get out of the way for of humans, right? And what if they end up that kind of brings them into confrontation with each other, right? I feel like that could be an interesting way to explore, you know, Kratos and Atreus' relationship. It would be a sad ending for the series because it might mean that they would have to fight. I don't mind that, you know. An Atreus game would be interesting if they made his combat better. Yeah, that was another thing in Ragnarok. There's a lot of, I mean, there's even his combat has like potential to be good. Like there's moments where I do have fun with his combat, but it's just kind of boring that all he had was a bow. You just hit him with a bow.
Watch your flank!
It wasn't very fun.
Show no mercy!
I don't mind playing as Atreus and Kratos and Atreus goes... Wait. I don't mind playing as Atreus and Kratos, and Atreus goes to other myths. I do want, but I don't want another Ironwood section and add more Atreus for us to play with. I think I got the gist of that comment. I got it. I just don't think the next time we see Atreus, he's going to be with Kratos. I think that would cheapen his story. His story is that it's his time to be alone. That's what I think, at least. If Atreus do that and actually pull a Zeus move on Kratos, he's going to become the most hated video game character of all time. How so? Become Zeus? What do you mean? You mean like a villain? Become a villain? Nah, I never get those things. I never really play with the bonuses anyway.
Die with honor! I will make you suffer!
Just age him up, please. Oh no, I think that's a must. I think that's another thing that Ragnarok just couldn't get away from, because it had to be set 3 years after God of War 2018, meaning he would have been a teenager. But I think for the next game, they're definitely going to age him up. He's gonna be in his 20s or even 30s. Like, there's no way they're gonna... If they make him a teenager again, man, it'll even be harder for me to... It'll even be hard for me, like, to actually put money into it. I don't want to buy that game. I'm not gonna be interested in that. Charlotte, what do you want? Give me a sec, guys. Hold on. She wants to go in the closet. Go in the closet. I'm gonna go exploring. Atreus should go to Greece so he could meet his stepsister and possibly his great-grandfather. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying that for a long time, that I think it just makes sense for him to go to Greece. Like, for multiple reasons. Like, yeah, Calliope's there. That's where his father is from. Like, it'd be interesting, like, to have, like, still a connection to Kratos somehow, without having Kratos to be in the game, per se. I think it would be really good.
Kratos. I do not need your help, Zeus. I can take down this beast.
I offer you more than
help, Kratos. I offer you power. I offer you the Blade of Olympus. It was this blade that ended the Great War and defeated the Titans. Drain your godly powers into the sword, Kratos. Only then will you reach your full potential.
It's such a beautiful game.
Why do you aid me now?
What I do now, I do for the good of all Olympus.
I love the Zeus voice actor, man. He is Zeus. I think, didn't he voice him in Disney's Hercules as well? Of course, he sounds a little bit different because it's for kids, but this is the Zeus voice for me. Like, it perfectly encapsulates what I think Zeus would sound like. Like, the dad regal is like, no, I am the boss here, but like, order. It's like he doesn't go into emotions too much. He's like, what I do now, I do for the good of all of them. Like enunciating. Perfect casting, man. Corey sounds epic as always. He does, man. I wonder if he still like does anything else. I wonder what he else does. Oh, I forgot these kids are just gonna keep spawning. I forgot that. It's been a while since I played this. I'm forgetting stuff, man. Captain Dementia, am I right?
I am the god of war!
Yo, what's up, Kuba? At work, so I'm just saying hi. What's up, Backdoor? How you doing, man? Good luck at work, man. I think Kuba, they just reboot the series again, like a combination of the OG games with the new ones. What would that look like? You say that, but what do you mean? What do you mean a combination of the two games between the two series?
I will make you suffer!
There we go. Yes, Corey did voice Disney Zeus in Hercules animated series, not the movie. Oh, not the movie. Oh, interesting. I thought it was the movie. To be honest, I haven't even watched the show of Hercules. I think I watched the Kevin Sorbo one when I was a kid. I don't remember it much though. A reboot would be terrible for God of War. I don't think a reboot's gonna happen. Not a story reboot. I think Corey, especially, I mean, a lot of people. That's not just Corey. Like even like, it would be a slap to the face to the new fans, especially. You know, new fans and even old fans, right? But what I think it does need is a. It doesn't need. Oh, I mean, let me think about this for a sec. Would I like a story reboot? Possibly. I would like it to happen like in canon. Like something happens that resets the timeline or something. Something like that. But the story reboot part is not the thing I care about the most. I think it really does need a gameplay reboot completely. I think we had our fun with the current formula in God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. I'm tired of it. 2 games and I'm tired of it. I think the number one thing they need to get rid of is the RPG stuff. That is poison, man. Get rid of the RPG. Like, even if they just get rid of the RPG, I think I will be a happy camper. I can deal with the camera to some extent and all the other stuff, even the cooldown. You know what? The cooldown is next on the list. No. We gotta get rid of the RPG and the cooldowns. Okay, those things are poison for action games. You don't need that kind of stuff in it. Get rid of those 2 things, and I think it's going to drastically improve. And somehow add a jump button and maybe like a combo, some kind of combo meter, will be good to go. I know Corey won't do it because he says he doesn't like shit on the screen. He doesn't like combos and shit. So I don't think that part's gonna happen. But I think getting rid of the RPG part is a must for me. I think that has overstated its welcome for way too long. Like, we gotta get rid of it. You know that Mihir it's not in Santa Monica for some time now? He's not? Are you sure? I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure he is though. Why would he not be there? Valhalla already toned down the RPG a lot, so it's good direction for combat, hopefully. Look, the thing about it, to me, it's really odd that they decided to. I mean, it's not odd because I think when you go mainstream, you need to get the bigger audience. You need to get the mainstream, right? And people just love seeing numbers, like just like red arrows. I mean, green arrows to tell you this is a good armor, this is a bad one, right? Like they love that. They get like that dopamine hit where it's like, oh, this is good. I get to see the numbers go up, right? Instead of actually using like skills and stuff, like they just want to be a higher level, right? But that is poison for an action game, and I can tell you an example of it in the game. There's a really fun mechanic in God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok where you can throw the axe at some enemies' knees, and it makes them topple over and they just kind of fall, right? That is a really good and useful tool in combat because you can divert your attention to certain enemies. You're like, okay, I want to fight this guy, so for now I'm gonna knock down this guy and maybe even freeze him or something, right? So I'm gonna knock him down and then attack this other guy. But what happens is that when you have to fight like a higher enemy, you can't knock certain enemies down. Like even the same Draugr that you've been able to knock down at level 1, now that he's level 5, the axe will just bounce right off of him. That is poison for action games. You can't have that. And that is the main reason why it has to go, man. The other reason is that it seems to go completely against the philosophy that Corey was going for in God of War 2018. And that is the philosophy of the story being a single shot. Now, what I mean by this, I'll get to the super chat in a bit. Give me a sec. Thank you, though. What I mean by this is that Corey wanted the game to be like as seamless as possible, right? The biggest thing hindering that seamless philosophy is the menu, because you have to spend so much time looking at the menu, figuring it out, and it doesn't help that the menu is just really poorly designed. It's a mess. Even in God of War Ragnarok, going back to it now, I cannot make heads or tails of it. I'm just gonna go there and just press whatever. I don't care. It is such a convoluted menu. The map is ugly as well and really hard to tell where you can go. It is such a cumbersome feature in the newer games, right? And it just gets in the way of that seamless philosophy that Corey wanted to do. Whereas compared to the other games where they weren't really going that much for that seamless philosophy, here's what you can do. Okay, I can't do it now. I can't level up, but you press X, you hold it, and you're out. In and out. So quick. Why did they get rid of that? I'll never know. Firecat, thank you so much for the super chat. What will be Angrboda's role in the future? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea, because at the end of Ragnarok we do see them. Atreus does go by himself, but that's the whole point of Angrboda's story in Ragnarok, that her story is not over. She's not just a piece of prophecy. Like, there's more to her life. She can do more. And romantically speaking, that's who Loki ends up with, right? But even my wife was pointing out that there's some tension between, there's like a romantic tension between, I guess, Atreus, Angrboda, and Thrud. So it's like, who's he gonna go with? You know, like, is he gonna go with Thrud, or is he gonna go with Angrboda? Comment down below, who do you think he should end up with? I don't fucking know. But I don't know, because we also have to see what will happen to Thrud as well, you know? But anyway, what do you like even more, Kratos or Atreus? I mean, I think you know the answer to that. I think you know the answer to that. Bro, the Colossus is waiting. We'll get to him. The success of DMC5 proved you don't need RPG to make combat successful in today's time. DMC5, Doom Eternal. Those are games that I think were a lot more faithful to their, series. There's still a lot in God of War 2018 and Ragnarok that's very God of War, but bro, the RPG stuff, that felt like the biggest betrayal. I'll never understand that. Can I block that? I keep forgetting that. Ah, you have to go back there. It's perfectly timed when you think about it. With your godly powers drained into the sword, Kratos.
With your godly power drained into the blade.
Top 5 God of War characters of all from the whole saga. from what like combined Norse and Greek. I mean, of course, Kratos is number 1. Surprisingly, Baldur is like number 2 for me. Like he's like my second favorite character. I'm pretty sure. I really like Hephaestus from God of War 3. Believe it or not, I like the fact that, you know, he was like this god was reduced to this like pathetic thing that just, you know, sitting in lava constantly, and like he tried to trick Kratos in order to save his daughter. I think he's a pretty good character. That's 3. Thinking now. I think Mimir's there. Again, like in this area, like probably the Norse Saga will win. Mimir. I don't know, I'm thinking now. Because I would say Freya. I wouldn't mind saying Freya, but I didn't like how quickly she turned in God of War Ragnarok. I felt like her character development was underdeveloped a little bit. And I think for the last one it would have to be Tyr or Athena. I really like Tyr in God of War Valhalla. Like he's just like, I love his role as the God of War. Like he's badass, but also like just a good person. Like I like that. But also Athena. I like her like role throughout the series is really good. Although it changes a little bit too much, you know. So maybe Tyr, you know. You know, what do you think of Odin now? Looking back, he's one of my favorite Norse Saga. He's not bad written. He's not badly written. I've come to realize that he's not badly written. I even like his whole thing of like trying to like divide Kratos and Atreus constantly by being there with them, you know, as Tyr. I like all that. It's just I would have loved to see Corey's version of Odin. I think he was building him up to be something else, and I wish I would have seen the original version of Odin. I've come around a little bit on Odin. I still wouldn't say he's my favorite character. I think he's well written. I think Odin is one of the best written characters in God of War Ragnarok. I just don't know if I liked that delivery that much. You know, that's it. You know, justice for Sindri. Sindri, I liked him in God of War 2018. But I found him kind of annoying in God of War Ragnarok. He, like, the whole, like, oh, I hate germs thing just got a little bit too old. And, I do like where his story is left. Like, he's left in a very dark place, and I'm curious to see what they do with him next. That's another one that it's really interesting to see, like, what are they gonna do with Sindri? Because, his story remains unsolved right now. They have to do something. But I don't know exactly what they will do. I could put moderate Spartanos mods. Yeah, I forgot to do it. I might do it some other next time. I don't know how exactly to do it. I might have to ask my wife to help me with that kind of stuff. But even if I didn't, I still think God of War 2 just looks great. Graphics is something I just don't care about at all, man. I think this game looks beautiful still. I know it's just a texture pack, but still. Corey leaving after God of War after 2018 will always suck. I respect him as a creator, and obviously you can change your mind, but really wish he was committed to the Norse Saga as he started it. Yeah, I can't help but agree with that, you know. Corey is just something... Like, you know, people have said it, like, he's one of the co-creators of the God of War series. Like, he's up there with David Jaffe. He might even be more important just... Because after God of War 1, David Jaffe left. I hate to say it. He's like, alright, I'm done. I want to go do something else. He didn't really care much about it. He was the creative director in God of War 2. But that just means that he's just kind of overseeing the project. He's not really like having like much of an input in its creation. He just left. Corey was kind of left to deal with the series afterwards, and he wrote God of War 2. He started writing God of War 3. He wrote God of War Ghost of Sparta. Corey is man, like, he is as instrumental as it gets, as fundamental as it gets to like having a good God of War game, I think. And yeah, I agree. You know, I get it that life got in the way, and making God of War 2018 really took a toll on his relationship with his family. I get that, but man, wait, was that David Jaffe? I don't remember now. I have to watch Racing Kratos again, but I think, of course, like there was that theme in the Racing Kratos documentary that just making that game took a toll on a lot of people's lives, like especially Shannon Studstill. Like it's implied that she was divorced like while the game was being developed. So it just goes to show like how much it goes into making these games. But if I'm looking at it completely detached, I would have loved to see what Corey had envisioned for it. It seemed like there was a lot more. I was thinking about this, and I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I might make this into a video of some kind. There's one thing in God of War 2018 that I think remains unsolved, and no one talks about this because it's such a small little detail that, again, most people don't notice it, or did notice it but forgot about it. In the last mural, you see, of course, we now know that it's Atreus holding Kratos. We see him walking with the wolves. And on the top corner, on the top left corner, you see Mimir still on the tree with Odin's ravens watching over him or something. And what's interesting about this is that that little panel still made it into the God of War Ragnarok mural. When you go to Ironwood, you can see him there. Mimir's there. And that panel is everything that will happen in the future. Otherwise, if it's talking about the God of War 2018 encounter with Mimir, it would have been much earlier in the other panel, the one we saw in God of War 2018. But this one is a panel of the future. So what does that mean? Why is Mimir in that tree again? Does it mean that they were going back in time to talk to Mimir? Why is he there? Was Mimir a double spy? Corey did say that Mimir wasn't telling you the truth fully. We never got back to that in God of War Ragnarok. What was he planning with Mimir? We'll never know. We'll just never know. And it hurts. It hurts, you know. Anyway, that's why you shouldn't crunch a game. Jaffe was considered a director for God of War 2018. What do you mean Jaffe was considered a director for God of War 2018? What the hell are you talking about? I even know that David Jaffe has David... Oh. Did David Jaffe finish God of War Ragnarok? I don't remember if he did, because I remember he liked God of War 2018, but I remember saying that he wasn't connecting with the kid. He calls him the kid, Atreus. I don't even think David Jaffe finished God of War Ragnarok, man. The horn is a time loop thing. Like it's like God of War 2 time loop. I don't know about that. The horn was, again, like, yeah, I'm talking about Mimir, but the big thing, of course, was the horn. What was up with the horn? Why was that a thing? How is he going to get back to it in a satisfactory way now that we're not even going to be in the Norse saga anymore? Like, why does that even matter anymore? He doesn't lie. Shannon Studstill mentioned that she considered reaching out to David Jaffe before Barlog when making 2018. Oh, she did? I don't remember that. Let me see. Where did you read that? No, he said he was the director, right? Someone said that David Jaffe was the director, right? You're telling me that Shannon Studstill considered David Jaffe. Well, we kind of know what David Jaffe's version would have been like. Hold on a second. Oh, I can't do this one. Give me a sec. Let me mute it. Hold on. I made a short about this because I thought, of course he's joking, but Sif. I forgot. Is that what it was called? Sif short. I forgot what it was. David Jaffe. Hold on. Yo, Super Chat. Thank you so much, Kunal. I really didn't like Atreus. I found him annoying and obnoxious. If they decided to make a game with him, they better make him more mature. Also, I wouldn't mind Kratos being on his own for the next game. Just Kratos and Mimir. That's like a winning duo, man. God damn it, I'm never gonna find it. But I can't find it now. Whatever. But yeah, I didn't. Funny thing is, I didn't mind Atreus that much in God of War 2018 because he was just a kid. Like, he was really just a kid, and I'm like, this is just a kid talking. You know, it's like it's fine. He's curious about the world. Like, his babiness made somewhat sense. You know. I just didn't like him in Ragnarok. He just became too preachy, just too. I hate to say it, but I feel like Sonny Soljic's acting just didn't age up, I guess. Like, he didn't do the best deliveries at time. He did a decent job, but his deliveries in some areas was kind of wooden, you know, and I couldn't really connect with him that much, you know. And I guess I can tolerate a little baby kid a lot more than I can a teenager. That's just my opinion on it. I don't know. Very base take. I don't think anyone disagrees with the whole Atreus thing, and that's really like the hard thing for Santa Monica now. How are they gonna make the Atreus spin-off game? How are they going to convince people to play the game? I think he's right. I think they are going to. I think Kunal is right. They're gonna have to age him up greatly, like if they really want to make him interesting. Or they needed to replace him. Yeah, I don't know if that was gonna happen though. Because I mean, he was still kind of within age, and they wanted that continuity of the voice a little bit. But I just know, I feel like sometimes the delivery just wasn't the best. Like he was in terms of voice acting, in an otherwise like great casting, I feel like Atreus was a little bit miscasted a little bit, and I feel bad saying that. I really do, because he was the voice actor for, you know, God of War 2018. But in Ragnarok especially, I couldn't connect with him, man. And there's also, man, I'm getting back into like talking shit about Ragnarok. I can't help it, man. See, they need to release the next God of War game so I can talk about something else. It always goes back to this whole topic. But I also feel like there's a little bit of millennial writing as well, where there's a lot of people writing characters that try to sound like they're 13 years old. Like Skjoldr, man. Oh man, I can't stand Skjoldr. He's one of the worst characters. I hate him so much, man. He's trying to sound like he's 13, but it's just not passing. He's like, shut the fuck up, Skjoldr. I can't stand whenever that dude is on screen, man.
Rendered Kratos mortal.
Ragnarok has nothing good to say about, so of course you only talk shit about it.
He knew that to have any
It's funny. I was ahead of my time, dude.
of Olympus.
I got a lot of flack for like complaining about God of War Ragnarok, man. Because when that game came out, it was getting nothing but 10s, like from IGN and all the other games, right? I was one of the few ones who was like, some things could have been better, you know? And people were they went like ape shit, because like, how dare you? Like, what are you guys talking about? But now I feel like
Kratos dragged
equilibrium has been restored, where like I see a lot of opinions where people are like, yeah, you know, it could have been better. You know, it's taken a while, but I think we finally got there, you know. LMAO, I called him TikTok McGee. Yeah, bro, it just that's not how 13-year-olds sound, man. And it's just like, it's this old ass dude playing as a 13-year-old, and I can't stand him. I can't stand Skjoldr, man. And the funny thing is, the really funny thing about Skjoldr is that he has a goddamn future in the series, okay? It's hinted that Skjoldr is going to become Skjoldr, the king of one of the Danish countries, I think. Like, you can look him up historically speaking, because at the end of God of War Ragnarok, he finds the coin that Kratos throws, the one that Odin gave him, and he's like, I'm gonna sit out and make my own fortune. I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna become a king, and he's gonna be in the series, isn't he? He's gonna be the Jar Jar Binks. He might be like pushed back to the background, where it's like, oh yeah, remember Skildr, and he has like one line like, yes, Lord Kratos, something like that. But he has a feature in the series. We're gonna see Skildr again, man. Skildr was cringe. I agree, though. It's hard not to agree, man. Ragnarok wasn't bad, but it could have been better. That's kind of like the issue with like these PlayStation games, that you come to expect a certain standard from them, you know. And yeah, could have been better. I'm hoping this 2D rumor is true, man, because we need something new, and a 2D game is bound to it's bound to, like, in a way, go back to the old saga a little bit. They're gonna add platforming. The combat's gonna be faster. There's not gonna be nearly as much dialogue. It's essentially going to be the older games, just in a 2D fashion, and of course a lot more exploration, right? I think it could be good if they. I just hope it's not. I don't hope. I'm weary about it being demos. That's the only thing. I like demos, but I think just having Kratos as the God of War in that period, I think it would kick ass, you know. You?
Yes, I am forced to attend to this matter myself.
Nathan Drake's style of comedy has ruined video games. The funny thing is, I used to be a huge fan of Uncharted, man.
Why?
But I've come to really,
Who would betray me?
I don't know, just despise its influence a little bit. Yeah, there's this style of comedy, there's the climbing, and I hate to say it, but the shallow combat. I still like the game. Like, they're really good. Like, Uncharted 2 is... If you were to ask me, like, Uncharted 2 is in my top 10 best PlayStation games of all time. Like, the pacing is really good. I get it that it has issues, like, with how deep the combat is, how good the platforming is. It's got all that stuff. But the pacing and the story is so good. It's one of, like, the best adventure games of all time. But, man, like, its influence on the series, Naughty Dog as a whole, its influence on the industry, it has been just poison to the industry, and I don't know if we can. I mean, I made a short about it. I made a short how I wish, like, platforming would have been more like Prince of Persia, where it's like it's a little bit slower, but it's more methodical, right? Whereas in Uncharted, all you have to do is just hold up. Like, there's no real depth to it, you know. He sounds so menacing than his Disney role. What are you talking about? Oh, in this one, in Zeus here, yeah. Anyone hoping the Blade of Olympus will return in the sequel to Ragnarok? I think it will. I think it was really popular in Valhalla, and I think it only makes sense for it to return. Submit! I would rather die. Do me, Zeus boy. Do me.
I would rather die.
Yeah, FromSoft and Naughty Dog spoiled gaming industry. Yeah, they really became like the two templates for a lot of games to follow.
This path is of your choosing. A choice from the gods is as useless as the gods themselves. Even now, as you draw your last breath, you continue to defy me. Everything you have ever known, Kratos, will now suffer because of your sacrilege. You will never be the ruler of Olympus. The cycle ends here.
Oh, such a good cutscene. Such a goddamn good cutscene.
You will pay for this, Zeus. Be certain of that.
I agree, Blood. I mean, it's CGI, right? Well, what's up with all the bugs? It's a CGI cutscene, but it just... how it's shot.
There was more resting on Kratos' shoulders than he could know. Kratos was destined to bring about
The thing that doesn't really make much sense is Gaia. Like, where the hell is she right now? Like, what? She's in the underworld? Like, how exactly does she work? Because she's supposed to be imprisoned in Tartarus, right? The whole thing with, like, the Titans in the older God of War games just doesn't make a lot of sense. When you really look at it closely, it doesn't make much sense. Because in the Atlas flashback, you can see them being pulled out of their timeline. And that's Kratos doing it. But we know that in this timeline, they were imprisoned in Tartarus. So what's up with that? What is up with that?
fight, Spartan. You are not meant to die here.
Such a creepy cutscene as well. Yeah, I'll have to check it out, Samir.
This is not the end.
Who are you?
I am the Titan Gaia, ever-present Mother of Earth. I have watched you become a powerful warrior, and I have been with you through all the events of your life. But I can no longer simply watch. We will help you defeat Zeus. Death is an escape, Kratos. You are a warrior of Sparta, not a coward. Only a coward accepts death.
I am no coward.
Then you must fight. I will show you the way to the Sisters of Fate. Only with their power will you defeat Zeus.
Gaia, you live? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, even though it doesn't make much sense, it's one of my favorite cutscenes, man. It's really well done. Who's holding Kratos right there? He's just floating into the ether. Just in the ether, just nothing. Just... They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. Something like, was it Sesti? Yeah, it was Sesti who found this. You can see one of the spinning blades from God of War 1 in the background, ever so slightly back there. You see? Let me go here. You see it there? Here. It's the ones from God of War 1. I never noticed that detail until he pointed out. I'm like, wow, that's there. That's from God of War 1. Kuba, you haven't seen my last comment. I'm sorry, dude. There's a lot of people here in the chat. I'm not going to see all of them. I'm not ignoring you or anything. Okay. Let's see. Who's the Gaia of the Norse pantheon? Is it Ymir himself? I mean, yeah, Ymir is used. His body is used to make the Norse world, right? So, I guess that would be the closest thing.
My lord, I knew you could not be killed. I never lost faith.
Return to Sparta and prepare for battle.
But our brothers are dead.
You can still hold a sword. Spartans do not surrender. Do as your god commands.
And what of you, my lord?
I am going after Zeus. It seems I still have allies on Olympus.
It would be interesting if this game were to be remade. Like, not even remade, like a remake completely. Like do certain things to the story, like, to make it a little bit more palatable. Like, even like the time travel stuff. Like, how would they do it to fix it? I think it was the JLP Mexican guy, the YouTuber who's a God of War fan. I forgot his name now. But he gave an idea, and now I forgot what it was. That's a really good idea. You can still hold a sword. Spartans do not surrender. This is what I'm talking about. Like, right after the intro, we're thrown into this. It's just... It has great momentum for an action game.
You are no longer a god, Kratos. Zeus, Olympus, and the blade which holds all your power will forevermore be out of reach. Your only hope is to find the Sisters of Fate and travel back through time to the moment Zeus betrayed you. For only then will he truly be.
And something else I like about this story of this game, that it's just like something that's just in the background, it's not really emphasized too much, is the fact that Kratos is on a race to get to the Sisters of Fate with other Greek heroes. Perseus is there. Even, I think Barbarian King says something about it as well, right? I'm forgetting now. It's been a while, guys. I'm sorry. He mentioned something, right? Of course, you have the Spartan guy as well, who you later see. And this just, I like that. Yeah, God of War 2 spacing is on point. The best spacing in the series, I would say. I'm playing on like hard difficulty right now. I'm not on the hardest, but on the second hardest, right? What does it say? Doesn't say. I wish it would say. Chris doesn't say Zeus. He says Zeus. Ah, man. Why Linda Hunt did not return to God of War 3 to voice Gaia? What do you mean she didn't return to God of War 3? What? What are you talking about? She did return for God of War 3, didn't it? What? I'm just now finding out. I'm just now finding out that Gaia did not voice... I mean, Linda Hunt didn't voice Gaia in God of War 3. I was under the assumption that she did. Wait! So she does the narration, but not Gaia herself? I didn't know that. In God of War 3, there's a difference between Gaia, Linda Hunt. It's only in the intro. Gaia did not voice Linda Hunt. Bro, I never knew that. I never noticed that. Look, I'm guessing, what's her name? Suzanne Blackesley did a good job, because I didn't notice. What? Hold on. Are you serious now?
There it
The reign of Olympus ends now.
Gaia! You live?
My world, it bleeds because of you. I never sought your death, Spartan. Yet you have left me no choice.
I mean, it's kind of close, but now that you point it out, I was like, oh my god, I think I hear it. I hear it. There's a difference. I guess we'll assume. Didn't you notice the British accent is lost when God... No, she said it right. She has a British accent.
Sought your death. It bleeds because of you. I never sought your death,
Sought your death, Spartan.
Spartan. Yet you have left me no choice.
Maybe I'm not good at like telling apart like accents and stuff. I didn't notice. Yes, Linda Hunt has such a calm voice, not like in God of War 3. Bro, I'm just now finding that out. What, like more than 10 years after the game release? I never noticed that. I wonder why, because she's still the narrator though. I mean, Linda Hunt's British accent is different. I guess I just can't tell a difference in accents that much. If it sounds kind of similar, Like, even I know for a fact that Athena's also voiced differently and by a different person in God of War 3. And I think at first I didn't notice either. Man, there's a lot of UFOs in the background there. Linda Hunt isn't British. She's not. Okay, I'm not gonna. Enough revelations for today. Okay? I thought she was. Okay. It's Hunt, Mornville. I didn't know you could do that on PS2. You could do what? Wait. Searching God of War voice lines video, you can hear Linda Hunt saying Kratos, the death of Zeus is within our reach. Her voice is completely different. Yeah, I guess when I compare like side by side is when I'll notice. But I guess it just. Whoa! What is going on? I'm totally playing on the PlayStation 3, you guys. Don't mind that at all. That's nothing. Just getting a secret message from Olympus. There we go. Not the accent. Linda Hunt just has a different voice. She's the best narrator. She's really good, yeah. She's one of the go-to like narrators, I think.
To enter this place.
Someone asked me earlier about the my favorite characters, and I forgot one completely. Persephone. I was just thinking about it, like, no, Persephone is actually like one of the best characters in the God of War saga, I think. She was mentioned in Valhalla. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Okay. I'm just surprised, man. I'm surprised that she's not voiced by Linda Hunt in God of War 3. Bum, bum, bum.
You do not have enough power to lift the fingers of the great Titan. You must free the Pegasus Riders. It is
Man, I hear the difference now. She does not sound anything like the one in God of War 3. God damn it, why did they change Linda Hunt? I like how it didn't bother me up until now. Up until I'm like, oh yeah, she sounds fine in God of War 3. But now it bothers me. Why did they do that? Guys in Kuba, it's okay. I don't want to be in the stream chat. What happened? Is it because I didn't see your comment or something? I'm surprised that that's still like a thing people like viewers are concerned about. Like they think that they're being ignored. It's hard, man. Like sometimes it's hard like to make a note of everybody. Kratos is a better character than Atreus. I don't think anyone would argue otherwise. I don't think anyone is saying otherwise. Why did you remove your Persephone and Leda video? Persephone and Leda video? What? What are you talking about? What video is that? Persephone and Leda? There was a time that I deleted a lot of God of War videos, and my wife wants me to talk about this, but I feel like it'll be kind of controversial because I have to talk about religion in that video, and it's like I don't feel like doing that. I feel like it's gonna create a lot of division in the chat and a lot of like spicy conversations in the chat and not the chat, the comment section. I'm not interested in that. But there's a really interesting theory, an interesting reason why I deleted all of my first God of War videos, and now I just wish I didn't. Bro, these guys are like in sync, and I'm not talking about the boy band, although they are in sync. That is why they're called that. Oh, Kuba, ignore me. Time to go to kill a Pantheon. What's up, humble dryer? How you doing, man? Hey, that music be like, ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-dung. You know it. I was actually thinking of like when I started streaming this, like, what if I turn off the? You guys want to do that? That'd be interesting. Hold on, let me do that. What if we play the Greek God of War games with the Norse soundtrack? Let's go with God of War Ragnarok. I'm getting hit. Well, we're gonna have to do that again. Fuck! I didn't make it. Didn't make it at all. Hold on. let's do that. Let's see what that. Because I'm sure there's gonna be some parts that just don't make a lot of sense. At least during combat, because I know you can't really get rid of the music during cutscenes.
You must free the Pegasus House. It is your only passage to the Sisters of Fate.
LMAO, no! Hey. The Norse music can be pretty good sometimes, okay? Heresy. Hey, it's a new way of playing it, okay? Come on. Come on. Come on. How am I almost dead? Wait, did I get the hell, the thing, the chest? Play the spear one? Okay, hold on. Yeah, you're right, the spear one. Hold on. Let me pause it. Let me pause it. What is it getting? Drop near? This one's gonna be good. Okay, that's 14 minutes long. Have fun, you guys. This is a good one. Is it kind of? It's kind of low, isn't it? Here, let's start again. Let's start again. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Now we're talking. Ready yourselves. Come on, Kratos. Come on, this is a good one. This is a good one. Lock him up for this. Sorry. This one might just get a little bit repetitive. It's not good? Hey, we're vibing to Dada. That one's pretty good though. It's not bad. It's not bad. Gryla's theme. You know, I know what you're saying. Gryla's theme. Gryla's theme is such a good one. But the boss fight's such ass, man. That you can't even like tell. That it's like, really? This is the fight? It sounds so good. That's not bad. Kind of mysterious. Kuba noticed me. What's up, Flasher? I'm sorry, man. I like it, man. Bro, it matched. That was a nice matching right there. Bear McCree watching this right now. It's not bad. Can't wait to hear the soundtrack if they ever go to ancient Egypt. What would that be like? I do feel like Bear McCreary has to return. That is Bear McCreary has. It's one of the new fixtures of the God of War series for me now. Like, his music is just really good. Like, I wasn't very sure. Yeah, we'll stop with this little experiment. I wasn't very sure with God of War 2018. There were some really good themes. I'm not gonna lie. But after God of War, I don't know. This guy can do epic themes as well, like just really epic themes, like battle themes. Yeah, please ask your wife to put texture mods next time you play God of War. You will enjoy it. Trust me. Maybe we'll see. Gotta ask my wife. Now we're going all the way to Valhalla with this one. Jared Marino is far better. I mean, Jared Marino is like amazing for the Greek ones. That's for sure. It would be. I was gonna say, like, wouldn't it be interesting if they could do a collab and like just work on a God of War game, both of them at the same time? But I don't know if they would clash too much, you know. As long as they get Bear back to compose, I'll die a happy man. Like, there were some themes in God of War Ragnarok that really, I'm like,
I no longer walk with the
that's some good shit right there. That's some good shit.
Who has placed you in this torment? Zeus.
Egyptian soundtrack would sound something like Moon Knight from Marvel by Hashim Nasi. No, that's not what I want to say. How do you say that? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just not gonna pronounce that guy's last name, okay? Because it makes it sound kind of sussy. I don't remember the soundtrack of Moon Knight. I do remember liking the show, kind of.
To be savagely consumed every
day
by this
There's a bird.
And then, with the fall of night, I am healed.
How long?
How long have I been here? How long have I suffered this curse? I truly do not know.
Wrong, wrong. I'm so sad they abandoned the darkness ego personality of God of War 2018 Atreus when he had mood swings and slowed ruthlessness and a level of evilness that made him sound so interesting for me for the future. That's the thing, yeah. I feel like there was more to Atreus as well. Like the whole story changed after deciding to finish the Norse saga in 2 games, right? Atreus probably was going to have. I was actually, well, playing God of War Ragnarok. I mean, let me answer the Kuba. Come on, man, focus, okay? But yeah, like Atreus is Loki in Norse mythology, and Loki has this more evil side to him, right? Like more like mischievous, you would say, right? You didn't really get that much of it in God of War Ragnarok. It got teased, you know? It got teased a little bit, but I didn't really get that feeling that much, you know? Maybe we'll get that in the later games with Atreus, right? That would have been cool. But I was thinking while playing Ragnarok yesterday, was like, it would have been interesting if in the second Norse game, Odin somehow lifts up the curse. Because at first she had a curse that she couldn't fight. right? Odin lifts up that curse, and Freya is the one that kills Kratos. So you get here. Let me stop. I'm kind of like drifting a little bit. So here's the idea. Same as in Ragnarok. Okay, they've been fighting a lot of times. Okay, they're like, you know that she can't. Well, no, that can't happen. That kind of breaks it. Hold on. That kind of breaks it because she can fight already. But my idea was like Freya was gonna be the one who killed Kratos in the second game, right? And that would lead Atreus seeking answers, like how to get his father back, and that would lead him, that would lead him into the prophecy of working with Odin, right? And it was gonna be all Odin's plan. It was gonna be revealed much later that it was Odin himself who had lifted Freya's curse to never fight, because he's the one who put it in the first place, and he did this for reasons that would have been explained in the story. The reasons would have been that he needed Kratos out of the way to do something with Atreus and then the third game would have been with Kratos. So we would have gotten something like Metal Gear 2, where I think you play as the naked guy. What's his name? God damn it. Raiden, I think. Don't tell my wife, she thinks that's a spoiler, okay? Where you would play as Raiden, and in the second game you just play as Atreus, right? And you have no idea what would happen with Kratos. That would have never flown, right? Because it would have been a God of War game, but I think narratively speaking, that would have made a lot more sense. In upcoming games, Atreus will have an inner evil voice turning him evil like an anime gimmick, and Atreus will fall to it, trust me. The story's too predictable now. The funny thing is that in the cancelled Bluepoint game, we see something that kind of resembles that idea. I'm not saying that they were working on the Atreus game. A lot of people thought that they were, because I don't know. What was it? We've talked about this before, but this is more of a hangout. Okay, who cares? Okay, Kaptain Kuba. Bluepoint. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it was a concept art that was leaked on Bluepoint's portfolio or something, right? And again, you see the setting and it looks very like mythological, very like fantasy inspired, right? And here you see someone like an older dude, right? That seems to look kind of like Atreus, just it's got the yellow scheme a little bit, and he has this shadowy version of him, like it's the same guy, just like a shadow version of himself. And I'm thinking, like, was this going to be the Atreus game? Was the original plan that Bluepoint was going to be working on the Atreus game by any chance? Was that the original plan? Because this looks very... I'm not going to say Egyptian, but it looks kind of Mesopotamian a little bit. And Atreus is going to other realms. And here we see this, where it's like, he just kind of looks like Atreus. I can't say for sure, because this, if he is, he's going to be older, right? But what's up with this? What's up with this here, you know? You watch Captain Cuba too? That's so cool. Captain Cuba's pretty cool, huh? I like him, yeah. How dare a chill stream be chill? Exactly. How dare it, you know? Hold on. Cuba, listen to Tyr pulling different weapons from different myths. You can hear like a small piece of different music. I think it's a tease for the next game and how it would sound. Hold on a second, because I was actually thinking about that for a second. So he pulls out, Tyr pulls out a katana. Let me write it down. Hold on. Katana, Maquitol. I don't know how to spell that. Maquitol. Egyptian scythes. What's the other thing he pulls out? There's another one, right? What else does he pull out? Let me see. Let me just look it up. Not Tyr weapons. Tyr weapons. God of War. I forgot what it was. I think there's a short of it. No, let me. Someone said. Just paste the link. What link? All of Tyr's weapons. Yeah.
Kratos, you made it back. Good. I brought something else to keep things interesting.
Okay, the Maquitol.
Weapons from far. I have another chair.
The Egyptian scythes. Katana. Oh, it's only 3. It's only 3? Yeah, and the spear is the Norse one. That's his original weapon. Now, I don't know where I would find this. I want to know if like there's a correlation between the weapons he pulled out and the pantheons shown in one of the tapestries of Tyr's temple. Tyr's temple. That might be like a video I have. Captain Kuba. Captain Luba. I did it again. Maybe here. I don't want to hear my voice. I do not want to hear my voice. Because I know I've talked about this in the past. But I don't remember now like what pantheons he shows. Like I know there's like 3 of them. We're never gonna find it now. Just look at the video where it shows the weapons. No, I got it. I just don't remember now. I might have... Here, we can take a little detour and go to God of War 2018. Old Kuba, let's go. Here, you know what? I'm gonna go wake up my wife. You guys can watch me for a bit. Captain Kuba here, and today I think I'm bringing you my magnum opus, the king of my theories. Before today, I thought the highlight of my theories was my video regarding Modi still being alive, but I think this theory has dethroned it. Now, I understand this may sound pretty pretentious to some of you, but I promise you, if you watch this video, you will leave with a pretty good theory regarding this mysterious tapestry which depicts Tyr visiting the Greek pantheon. And at first this might sound like a pointless topic. Tyr loved to visit. That's enough, old Captain Kuba. What's the big deal? The big deal is that... What is this moron talking about? What is this idiot talking about? Ragnarok. So let me stop this rambling and finally get you to the... Do you want me to close the door? Okay. Today's video. The picture in question is this one. It's a picture of one of Tyr's tapestries that depicts him giving the Greeks something. Now, I've noticed... This is ultimate content right here. Just me reacting to my old content right now. It doesn't get any better than this. Kuba, please hear the voice in your head. I can't stand it, man. This one's not that bad, surprisingly. Them pay enough attention to this one, which in my opinion is just as mysterious, if not more. And during my recent musings, I've come to the conclusion... During my recent musings? God damn it, Captain Kuba. God damn it. Alright, you guys can keep hearing it. I'm gonna look for something. Very important to the events of God of War Ragnarok. But before we can discuss the purpose of this item, we have to answer another important question. When in the history of the Greek pantheon did this meeting take place? From God of War 2018, we know that Tyr was a god interested in traveling to other pantheons and exchanging information with them with the pursuit of knowledge and the betterment of humanity. But in which period of the Greek pantheon does this scene take place? All we know is that humans existed at that point, but that's the problem. To this day, we're not very sure who created the humans. Why don't I have God of War 2018? Were they created during the rule of Uranus and the Titans, or were they created by Zeus and the gods of Olympus? Are you serious? Believe it or not, there's... Are you serious? I can't find my game. I guess it's because I don't have a PlayStation Plus account anymore. There's a freak confirmed. He's a freaky boy. I might have like an image of it. I'm sorry guys. I'm completely derailing this thing, but oh well, whatever. You guys wanted this, so we're doing it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I probably do have an image of it. Because it's one of those things that just... God of War... It's gotta be here somewhere. Here. Isn't that interesting? I knew it. Isn't that interesting? Wow, okay. I'm just now making this connection. The mic is popping? Is it popping now? Can someone tell me if the mic's popping? So the weapons Tyr pulls out in God of War Valhalla are the same pantheons, are from the same pantheons that you see in the God of War 2018 tapestry. You see Egyptian, you see Japanese, and then you see Mayan or Aztec right there. That's really interesting. Hey? No? Why? You left them there, honey. In the morning. I'm not using your shoes, honey. It makes it sound weird, like I'm using your shoes now. No, are you waking up? Okay, go back to sleep. When do you want me to wake you up? When do you want me to wake you up? 30 minutes? Okay, sounds good. Yep. Oh shit, we got, bro, Mohammed comes in, of course it's Mohammed, with 50 memberships. This dude, man, I love this dude. Bro, if I could kiss you, I would, no homo, okay? You're awesome, thank you so much, man. He comes at it again. But boys, I just made a discovery, okay? Some people might have noticed this before, okay? But it's these same pantheons that you see in the tapestry. So this means that these pantheons are important. Like, they're getting referenced once again. Why is that? That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Bro's an oil tycoon. Muhammad's loaded, man. Man, I had that idea. I'm so glad I did this chill stream because I completely have forgotten to look this up. I don't know what I was playing. I don't know what it was. I might have watched that video of like, oh, all of Tyr's weapon in God of War Valhalla. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's the same weapons that you see the Pantheons for in God of War 2018. And it is. It 100% is. In 2018, we also saw the Celtic spirals, but there was no Celtic nation shown in the temple, nor the Celtic weapon in Valhalla. Yeah, it's really interesting that it's only in the tapestries. We're only seeing the tapestries, right? I'm really curious about that. Why is that? I'm gonna have to... I'm thinking now, like, I'm sorry, like, I discovered something and now I'm like in theory mode. I'm like, why is that? Why is that happening? 50 memberships, man. This guy is insane. How does he do that? How does... I think he won the lottery, man. He won the lottery and he's just being a good Samaritan right now. He's just like, here you go. Here's some money. I kind of have to wait until everybody gets the memberships because I can't really see the comments. What do I feel like Faye used Kratos for the war? I don't think she used him per se, but she got him to a point where he needed to grow again because Kratos after God of War 3 just became very afraid of repeating the same mistakes. And that's something else that's kind of good about God of War Ragnarok's story. I like that. Oh my god, he sent another 50 memberships, man. Bro, Muhammad right now is paying for my rent. Bro, thank you so much, man. Honestly, you are amazing. You've been one of the biggest donators. Like, I think you can only do like 50 at a time, I'm guessing. Because holy shit, man, this guy just keeps going. I could never repay him. I could never. I have to. No, you know what, bro? You're getting, after this stream today, you're getting a shout out in a community post. This guy has done nothing but just support the channel in the past couple of months, I think. Bro, thank you so much, man. Like, that is insane. Like, this goes above and beyond now. Like, this is not just like, I mean, I'm not trying to like diminish the members that have been here since the very beginning. You guys are amazing. Like, does not take away from that, right? But this guy is like, no, here, you guys can be members too, and just keeps on giving them. Like, holy crap, man. I'm overwhelmed, okay? I'm more overwhelmed by these gifts, I guess, than the discovery of the God of War thing I just made. That's how much it means to me, man. I really appreciate it. Brother Ario keeping the dream alive. Honestly, man. He's like, it's okay, Captain Kuba. I got you while there's no God of War news. I got you, man. I might be able to take Kanaruhi out for vacation or something. Crazy, I got gifted a sub when I wasn't even in the chat. That is interesting. And look, Mikey, I'm glad you got it, but I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know why YouTube does that. I feel like it should reward the people who are in the chat. Again, if you have it, that's awesome, right? But I feel like it should be given to the people who are in the chat, you know. But I don't know. Maybe it's like maybe it's YouTube ways of being like, oh, I got a membership, let me just join and say thanks. So maybe it's like to incentivize people joining the live stream. I'm guessing that's what's happening. Spartans never leave his Spartans without memberships. Exactly, man. Exactly. And I think, I don't know, last time, bro, stop. Okay, come on, man. I'm getting embarrassed now. 20 more memberships? Oh my goodness. Bro, where's... Here we go, man. Here we go. This is Muhammad right now. This is freaking Muhammad right now. I'm gonna have to clean all that shit up later. That's Muhammad right there right now. Bro, just stop it, man. I mean, don't stop. But holy crap, man. He just keeps going. his generosity knows no bounds, man. Like, I ran out of fake money. I don't think he's ran out of real money yet to give. He's just gonna keep going, man. You gotta twerk now. Look, I said I wasn't gonna twerk anymore. Like, that's old Cuba, man. I'm not gonna be selling my booty like that, you know? Jesus. Bro got you 120 gifts. You owe him your entire money gun. It's done. It's done. I'm out of fake money. I think my cats ran away when I did that, actually. I'm finally a member of OG Captain Cuba channel. Yeah, bro. Everybody who became a member, give Muhammad thanks, man. Like, this guy is insane. Insane for doing this. Holy crap, man. Cuba needs to send them something God of War related. How would I even do that? How would I even do that? What? I'm gonna send him my bathwater. I think that's the only thing that could repay him. Here's Captain Cuba's prized bathwater, okay? I was gonna say something else, right? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Stunks. Oh man, I'm overwhelmed. He did it like a couple of months back, and I'm like, bro, that was such a awesome act of generosity. He did it once. I'm like, I'm not expecting him to do it again. He's done it like 5 times. And like not just like 5 different times, like in 5 different streams he's done it multiple times. I've lost count how much money he has given this channel. It's insane. I don't even want it. It's just weird. I never get it. It's kind of weird. True Gamer is always here. True Gamer, I think it's because you were bad mouthing Expedition 33. That's it. It's the Expedition Mafia, man. You're blacklisted. That's it. Damn it. Have you heard of the Greek version of Kratos' voice actor? I don't think I have, no. I'm guessing it's good. Yeah, we can look up the Greek voice actor real quick. Give me a second. Let me just finish this, guys. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Just like, we gotta see a Sphinx boss fight in God of War Egypt. Oh, bro, that is one of the ideas David Jaffe had that I'm like, oh man, that would have been so good, right? Using Medusa's head to turn the Sphinx monster into the Sphinx we now know. Oh, bro. Oh, I'm having like a God of War orgasm just thinking about that. That's so good, man. That would have been so cool, man. When I was in school, my Swedish teacher told me that in Norse mythology, Thor's red beard bursts into flames, reflecting his anger. That sounds cool. The thing, correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn I heard this in an interview with Eric Williams or someone. I don't remember exactly. I don't even know if it's true. But did he say at one point that they were planning on including Thor's goats as well, like the goats he rides into battle, the ones that he eats and then they come back to life? Like, were they going to add them? Like, I have this vague memory of Eric Williams or someone from Santa Monica saying that, but they couldn't do it because that would have been a feature in the boss fight. I'm like, that would have been so fucking cool if they added the goats, man. Hey Steven, how you good, man? Yeah, they did. Okay, I remember something about that. Yeah. No. Man, it's been a while. This is hard. Alright, someone mentioned the Greek Kratos voice actor. Oh, let me look at that. Let me look that up. Let me see what the Greek one sounds like. No, that's not it. Kratos speaks Greek. Okay. Wait. No, speaks about Greece. That's not it. Don't sugarcoat it, Kuba. Just press square, square, triangle. Never! I can't find them now. I'm surprised it's not here. Is it YouTube doing that stupid thing now where it's not giving me the results I'm looking for? Wow. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Oh well. Never find it. Gorgons are hard to fight in this game. They become a lot easier once you get the golden fleece, of course. You know. Dean, member for 1 month. Thank you so much, man. Gotta flex something. Hey, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Like, you're amazing. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. That's didn't sound truthful, but I do mean it. Okay. Kratos blew the horn with future Atreus. Case solved, Cuba. I mean, I haven't talked about it in a while, but yeah, I believe that. I think originally, at least, it was going to be future Kratos and Atreus. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Let's go. Fleece is a cheat code. It really is, yeah. Consider yourself flexed. I think it's the Vanaheim intro with the Atreus fight. What are you talking about? Wait. Do you notice that Tear Spears works the same as Draupnir Spear, only difference is that it has Bifrost power? Well, yeah, he's from Asgard, right? So it kind of makes sense. Ooh. Man, the music. Oh, that's not it. Okay, not yet. Go, go. See, this is something. What you're seeing right here is something that the Norse game could have had, but I'm not sure why they didn't, okay? This is a good way of just, like, deepening, like, the gameplay experience. It's the same combat, but they're adding, like, limitations to it, and it makes it a challenge now, because now you have to avoid getting blown away by Typhon's breath, right? So you have to, like, fight in this close space, and if you do, you die, right? That's something that it creates, like, they're like challenge puzzles in a way, right? Where it's like, how are you gonna do this based on what you know about combat? How are you gonna solve this issue? I love these things. That's something that I feel like these are the things that for me make the older God of War games even better than Devil May Cry. Where in Devil May Cry it's just like really good enemies and, you know, really good combat encounters and all that. But God of War has these like challenges where it's like, okay, what are you gonna do now? You know, this is what you kind of would expect in a real adventure. It's not just combat, you know. The spear is infinite, just like Kratos' spear. What do you mean it's infinite? Oh, like what he can throw and stuff? See? See? See what I mean? I got careless there, and I got punished for it. Yo, member for 51 months. Holy shit, man. I cannot unsee God of War Thor riding his goat's chariot. Well, I of course, look, in God of War fashion, if I were to design like the goat boss fights, I would make them huge. I would make it like a huge chariot, like the one Helios has in Chains of Olympus, for example. Something big, like that could even serve as an arena of some kind, right? I would make it something like that, right? But I know what you're saying. I totally missed the joke. I cannot unsee God of War Thor riding his chariot, his goat chariot. Oh, I mean riding his goat. I meant like a sexual act or something. How to gift memberships? I mean, you should see like there should be like a money sign like in the chat, like a money symbol. If you don't have it, it might not be available in your country, but you don't have to do it, man. You really don't, okay? Mohammed has paid rent today. But hey, if you want to do it, man, you want to compete with Mohammed, go for it. I did say that Bear McCreary's music was amazing and I want him to come back, but you guys are right. Like if this guy, I forgot his name, Marino something, if he comes back, it would be just as good. I love this part. The music in this part, just listen to it when he gets the bow. It always gives me goosebumps. Always. Hold on, I'm building it up too much. Bum, 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 bum. Never fails to like blow my mind. Sorry guys, I haven't been reading the chat. I'm so sorry. I've been moved by the game once again. I've fallen in love once again. Surprise, surprise. Beautiful. Let me go ahead and do the puzzle as well. Why did they choose Bear McCreary while he barely worked on games before 2018 and specialized in movies and TV series soundtracks? Oh, barely? Barely any epic soundtracks in God of War 2018 and Raggy. I would disagree in Ragnarok. I think in Ragnarok he did do a lot of good ones. Just like a lot of like traditional epic God of War soundtracks. But I would agree that in God of War 2018 it felt kind of like a missed opportunity. I was waiting to see what he would do in Ragnarok, and he didn't disappoint. I mean, look, we'll do. I know you guys are not a big fan of this, okay? Because we do like the God of War 2 soundtrack, but man, what is it? Svartalheim theme. It's insane. Oh shit, Stephen Walker, thank you so much, man. Hold on, let me stop. Here's an idea for an art sketch now. God of War Thor with a version of his chariot and goats riding along the realm between realms on a world 3 branches. That would look cool. He can't go in there though. He canonically speaking, I don't think he's ever been in the realm between realms, so that would look cool. I'm down for that. I mean, I just wanted to see the goats. I wanted to see what the Santa Monica's version of the goats would have been like, you know? And I wonder if there's any like footage of it. Like if they were working on it, I don't know how far into development of that feature they got, but it would have been cool to see it. Dean, thank you so much, man. In Mimir's voice, and keep the change, you bastard. I don't know if I did it right, but yeah, there you go. All right, but listen, you can't tell me that the Svartalheim theme is not epic, okay? It might not be the same type of epic that you're used to, but it's still really good. It takes a while to build up, though. I will say, though. Here, Svartalheim theme has become one of my favorite themes in the entire series. I forgot I have to do this. My god, I just been fighting. I gotta lower it more. I'm quiet so you guys can hear it though. I know that's not the instrument, but it just sounds good. It's one of those things just keeps getting better. Like the build up is really good. Like that's what I consider an epic theme. Just like, yeah, keep going, yeah. Followed by the Alfheim, I believe. I think you're talking about Vanaheim, maybe. Well, I'll show you guys Vanaheim again if you want. The hurdy-gurdy. Yeah, it's that weird thing that he just turns around. I've seen it, yeah. Oh, it's gonna match with the fight. Oh no, never mind. just keeps getting better. We can do last one because we'll do the last one because I know that this can get annoying because I'm not really reading the chat because I want you guys to hear the theme, right? But this one's just like too cool. Vanaheim theme, God of War, like the last part. This one has a huge build up. It's 7 minutes long, but when it gets to this part, just leave it from there. You can't tell me that this isn't God of War, like the theme. I feel like this is Sesti's worst nightmare also. I feel. Alright. I'll do the payoff, but that's it. Honestly, like a good match like for the Greek saga of course would be like the Valhalla themes as well, but we're not gonna do it because again, like I start to just listen to the music and just kind of forget to read the chat, so I apologize for that. For in fact, Kratos is said a total of 27 times in the entire Greek saga. Yes, I counted. Damn, bro. But someone mentioned also the Nidhogg theme. We would do it, guys, but again, like I want to be able to read the chat because I'm just like I get to focus on the music and just kind of like messes up the experience for some people, and I can get that. Oh god, that was dumb. That was totally on me. Still can beat Fall of Helios. I don't remember that one right off the top of my head. I'm sure the moment I hear it, I know what it'll be. But yeah, I think overall, like, I mean, it's no surprise. You guys, it's Captain Kuba, okay? It's me, okay? I overall prefer the Greek ones, even still, right? But I can't lie, like, Bear McCready, like, has really, like, stepped up his game in God of War Ragnarok, right? So I'm curious to see what his Egyptian ones are gonna sound like, you know? Okoho failed? What happened? What happened with Sesti and the Okoho, or whatever you pronounce that? Let me get the chesties. Oh, Fall of Helios is playing right now. Okay. The captain of Cuba has abandoned me. There's no hope, and jumps off. Yeah, I kind of got a little bit too confident there and just jumped without really thinking much to where I was jumping. Okay. What do you think would win? Boat Captain versus Skjolder? Okay, look, if we're going by the God of War novel, the Boat Captain was a freaking slaver dude, okay? He was like getting slaves, okay? I don't know if that's actually canon. I don't know. That's never said in the games. I think the Boat Captain, okay? He's kind of a coward, but it's only because you're fighting against a freaking Hydra, okay? He's a regular human. The Boat Captain has experience, you know? He's old. He's a sea dude, okay? Can you imagine his hands, what his hands look like? Like, bro, I'm sure the boat captain can beat Skilder, okay? Skilder is just a little kid, okay? That's all he is. That's his power. He's a little kid. That's it. So I would go with the boat captain. I think that's my final answer, you know? You always read the comments over mine and then miss mine. Well, see, Trace, I so happened to read your negative ass comment just now. You see that? I'm sorry, dude. I'm not doing it on purpose, man. I'm really not. Let me see. Trey, I literally don't see you here. Is it Trey? Yeah, Trey's. I can't find your comment right now, dude. Oh, I see. When should I start considering emulators or just buying a PlayStation 3? Oof, that's a good question. I mean, I don't really know if like buying a PlayStation 3 in 2025 is a good idea. I'm someone who likes to have consoles per se. Like, I don't mind having an old console. You know, my wife got me a PSP and I'm having so much fun with it. I get to play so many old games that I never did growing up, and I don't mind. But it depends on who you are as a gamer. Like, if you're someone who's just looking for the newest thing, then definitely not get a PlayStation 3. Or even if you're looking for multiplayer games, don't get a PlayStation 3. But if you're just interested in that generations of games, I would go for it. But then again, like, you do get them for free if you go sailing, you know? So I understand that the economy is really tough right now, so I can't say it, but Pirates of the Caribbean, my friend, you know? I am missing Cesti here. So what happened with Cesti? Someone said that the Okoho failed. He was doing the God of War 2 one again. It's actually nice that, you know, I can do that more. I've never done this with God of War 2, but I'm playing it now with like the music way up, so you really get to like feel the soundtrack. It's really good. No way, bro, pronounce Okoho. How do you pronounce it though? OHKO? Is that how you pronounce? I'm guessing you just like say out the letters. I'm guessing. Kuba, watch Cesti's chair jumping moment from the State of Play reaction, please. I've seen it. Well, is it just chair reaction? Okay. Chair jumping? I don't even know. Does he have like its own video? How do you... Is it just one? I forgot his bro, extreme gameplays. Are you serious? Did he change his YouTube name? I'm gonna have to go by God of War Iceberg or something. Extreme gameplays. I wrote it properly. I don't know why YouTube, that's messed up. It wasn't showing him up. I don't know if he has like his own video for that, right? Or do I have to go to a... I forgot which one it was. How long ago was it? Do you guys know? I do like this one.
The devious Theseus is a character loved by all God of War fans around the globe. It is truly wonderful how this man gets devious the moment his previous city that Kratos was the splendor of gets in the medias for getting nuked by a Prometheus-looking god that exploded from a heart attack. That is when Theseus gets devious. You see, the subject of Theseus expands way beyond how devious he can be. Theseus, as we know him, is much stronger than Perseus. Perseus and Prometheus couldn't lay a hand around the 20-mile radius of thick energy that Theseus spreads around like a true genius in the middle of an Oko by the Zesty.
Oh, it's Oko, okay.
That was a very... What? Because you see, Theseus is the true genius when it comes to leading Minotaurs in the most tedious way ever. He is in fact serious when he is delirious, and he does get the job done when he's trying not to be racist. Now, the media's perception of Theseus is that which is scarred by his reputation for being a true gatekeeper for beginners. Theseus wipes the floor when he's serious, and that's just so genius and notorious. It is not so mysterious to find out when exactly this man gets devious. If you're serious enough, you'll come to find out that he has the same voice actor from the Colonel from the previous Metal Gear Solid game, Sirius. That is when Theseus got devious. The mysterious devious feces of Theseus are all crushed when we defeat his ass by opening a gate with him. That's when he stopped being so devious. Instead, he's a full-time previous devious asshole who died enjoying what he did best, being devious. I hope you Theseusly enjoyed this video and you got educated on something today. Thank you very much.
That's Sesty at his best right there. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Someone said that I have to go in the live stream. I just don't know what live stream it is though. I'll never be able to find it. Okay. Hey, Quadrex, how you doing, man? What's bro yapping about? It's a classic Sesty video. He's really good at, like, you know, lyrics and just like rhyming and shit. He's really good at that kind of stuff. Me, not so much, but oh well. I forgot. I don't know what live stream it is where he jumped. He should have like had that as his own reaction or something. That was a really fun reaction when the remaster wasn't. Why did he jump again? Was it because Horizon got a remaster or something? It was something like that, right? We'll never know. State of Play live. So it was a live. State of Play live. Bum 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 bum. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Wasn't it like last year? Does anyone know the actual title of it? Because I noticed that if I type just extreme gameplays on YouTube, it just won't show up. It's the only one. It was right there. Go up. I missed it? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. See? Maybe Sesty can watch this video and realize that maybe his name, his YouTube name, can be a little bit problematic. Because it's just extreme gameplays. I don't know. Like, for discoverability, he might need to change it. I'm not saying he has to, but I'm just saying, like, it's kind of hard. Like, YouTube just can't find him, which is messed up. They should. I'm really typing his name. Oh, here. This one, right? Let me see. If it's not in the frame, it means he jumped. There we go. It's called remasters. I feel bad. I feel bad for him because he was really hoping that it would. I was too. I remember.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, creative director at Housemarque. We are thrilled to announce 5 experience, and Arjun is a porn more.
Space. Oh, we can't see it. My bad. My bad. I forgot that I was in the way. Oh my god, what an idiot. Okay, hold on. Not Sesty, me. I'm talking about me. How did he even end this? How did he even do this? Where it ended later. I'm guessing he just crawled back in out of frame and just did it. Lost half his soul that night. Bro, it's just That's one thing that just pisses, I feel like, every God of War fan and even a lot of PlayStation fans off. Where it's like, bro, you guys have the opportunity to make actual interesting... Oh, I forgot to change my face. To make actually interesting remasters. And you're just doing The Last of Us and Horizon, games that really don't need it. My wife was telling me, was saying jokingly, but now I'm kind of afraid of it, to be honest. She said, wouldn't it be funny if instead of the God of War 2D, you just get the God of War 2018 remaster? I would do the jump Cesti did, but I'm gonna break my hip, and I'm not gonna do that. But can you imagine if that actually happens? This is it, since you're not answering. Bro, my god, bro. I am so sorry, man. Like, I always end up seeing the comments of them, people complaining that I'm not reading the comments. I'm really sorry, man. Let me see. In Greek mythology, Ares is not a monster. He's a loving father to his children. Answer me. I could have sworn he's just depicted... I'm sure he loves his children, but he's overall depicted as a coward, I'm pretty sure. Especially in the Iliad. Like, he runs away from Athena after he loses from her. Dude seriously flipped. I mean, again, I totally get it, man. Oh, shit, I forgot. I really get it. PlayStation just spends their time just remastering games that don't need to be remastered. The good thing about this whole talk is that, yeah, there's no rumors about God of War remasters at all right now. But there is a rumor about the Infamous remaster, which I'm really excited because Infamous was one of those PlayStation 3 games that I really, really enjoyed. So if we get a remaster for it, especially Infamous 2, well, that's gonna kick ass, man. Another series that I want to play that I don't really know why I didn't play it, especially since I'm so interested in the topic of aliens, is Resistance. I don't know why I completely slept on that series, because I played... Now that I have the PSP, I played Resistance Retribution, I think is what it's called. Yeah, it's kind of hard around the edges because it's a PSP game, right? But it's pretty good. And I kind of want to go and play the first-person shooters now, the ones on the PlayStation 3. Because they had a total of 3 games. They were competing with Killzone, I remember that. And we just... Then Insomniac got the rights to Spider-Man, and we never saw that again. Bro, take your pills, man. It's not that serious. What do you mean? Midgard said that he thinks remasters are still happening.
To the sisters of fate.
I don't know, man.
Here, the path
I feel like they would have done him by now.
Destiny begins. The island is fraught with danger.
Hey, Diletto, how you doing, man?
It was created to prevent all from reaching the 3 sisters of fate. The power of the sisters will allow you to return to that moment when Zeus betrayed.
Take it easy, Petrol.
Kratos.
Watch the first minute clip of I'd Hyperion to God of War remasters by Mournville. Oh, I wonder who Mournville is, huh? I'm kind of done like watching videos. I kind of want to play God of War 2. Like we've been remastering. We've been reacting to a lot of like other content for a while, man. So you missed the cut, man. Oh shit. I dodged them somehow. Get the level up here. I don't think we'll see the remasters ever. I just accepted that night Cesti flipped. I just think that these are older games, and right now I feel like PlayStation fears that they're not gonna sell well for multiple reasons. For one thing is the older style of gameplay. That this style for whatever reason just it's not popular anymore. Like people don't like it. I think it's better, way better, but people are not interested in it. And the other thing is just like the nudity aspect of it, where Santa Monica knows that the original fans want those things, want those boobies in there, you know? But also newer fans find that kind of distasteful or something. So I don't know, they're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. So I've also kind of given up on the idea of it a little bit, and don't mind as much because I can always just go sailing for them, you know? I started playing Twisted Metal games recently. I'm having a blast with them. Respect to Jaffe. I've never actually played a single Twisted Metal game. Never had the honor, I guess. I do have 1 or 2 of them on the PSP, but I don't know if it's gonna be very good because it's on the PSP and it's a PlayStation 1 game. But I definitely gotta try them out. But Resistance was the one that I felt the most. I'm like, why didn't I play these games? They were pretty good. And the cool thing about the Resistance game is that it had a really cool... Insomniac knows how to do really cool weapons because these are the people who made Ratchet and Clank, and they specialize in making really interesting weapons, right? And they took that same philosophy from Ratchet and Clank and added it to the Resistance games, and they have like really interesting weapons throughout, right? I can't really quote anything off the top of my head, but I know I played the Resistance 3. I think when I had PlayStation Plus, I played some of it, and then I just got busy and couldn't get back to it. But it had some really interesting weapons, I remember that. Twisted Metal Black. Oh. Twisted Metal Black, wait. For the PS2 is hands down the best in the series. I remember when they were even trying to make a revival of it on the PlayStation 3. And there was a lot of like talk about it. And it was David Jaffe again, he was like directing it. But I forgot what the issue was. I just don't think it sold very well. Got him. You have Twisted Metal Black. I gotta try it, man. I gotta try all of them. I always talk about this in my streams, but there's a lot of games that I just need to try out from the PlayStation 2 era. Right now, I guess the quick like ad for Saturday stream. Like right now, I am playing the Prince of Persia series. I'm in Warrior Within right now, and I'm having a blast, man. Like I feel like PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 games are like the last really good generation, I would say. PlayStation 4 was pretty good too, but it was back then when they were still like trying to make fun concepts for a game, right? Instead of just trying to appease the mainstream, right? And man, Warrior Within is so good, and I'm going to play it on Saturday, and I need to play Shaolin Monks. I need to play Primal because Blood's gonna kill me. I gotta play Legacy of Kain. That's even older, but there's so many old games that I'm trying to play. Something I'm trying to do now as a gamer is, surprise, surprise, be a gamer, okay? Because I think the term gamer has been hijacked by modern gamers, I guess, to mean something else. It just means that you only play like the games. Why is it so white? Bro, you can see the Steeds of Time down there. Look at that. Holy shit. It's so cool. I never noticed the Steeds of Time down there. It's thanks to like this glitch that I can see them. That's so cool, man. The game is freaking the crap out right now. What was I saying? Yeah, what I was saying is that I guess there's the new tradition is just like you're only excited about modern games, you know, and that's fine. You can be excited about the hot new thing, right? But if you're a gamer, I feel like you can enjoy older games as well. I talked about at the beginning how I've been having a blast just playing Castlevania Chronicle X on the PSP. It is, if you like action games and just like old school games, that is such a good game, right? Another one that I've been playing like crazy on the PSP is Burnout Legends. Burnout used to be my favorite racing game series when I was a kid. I played it on the original Xbox and I think on the PlayStation 2. I don't know if it was on the PlayStation 2, but I know I played it on the original Xbox. And it is such a fun driving game. And I'm playing it again on the PSP. And I'm just like mind blown by how fun these games were. So I don't mind. I'm going back to just playing older games again. I really don't care anymore. Here we go. Black box era. Oh, the Xbox, the original Xbox. Yeah, man, the original Xbox is pretty good. Burnout was Racing Peak. Yeah, I don't even know like what the difference. I don't remember I remember my friends being really into Need for Speed, but I don't know what made Need for Speed special right now, like off the top of my head. But the reason why Burnout was special is because people on the outside might seem that Burnout was just like, oh yeah, it's a racing game where you can crash other cars. No, it's the mechanics involved, where it's like you're rewarded boost by playing like dangerously. If you drive on oncoming traffic, you get boost. If you drive really close to a car that you're passing by, you get some boost, okay? If you crash cars, you also get boost. So it's this adrenaline rush. It's just so fucking good, man. And the last one I played was Burnout Paradise, and I liked it. All of those mechanics were still in place, but I just didn't like the open world. And I'm playing now Burnout Legends, and it's just like nothing but race after race and a couple of like rage mode. I forget what it was called, but Road Rage? Yeah, where you just crash cars and the pursuit ones. It is such a fun game. And I feel like just racing games in general have gone downhill because there was a time that I was really into them. Like even on the PlayStation 3 era, I used to be a huge motorsport. Is it Motorstorm? Motorstorm? Like it's a PlayStation 3 game. That is such a good game. That's another one that it has a really interesting mechanic where you can really go like, okay, hold on. You can use your boost all the way to the end, just, and if you do it too much, your car will blow up. Your car or your bike will blow up, right? But it's again that adrenaline rush of just getting, I'm getting it, and I didn't blow up. That's such a good game. And again, like PlayStation 3 had a really nice diversity of exclusives, whereas now it just doesn't feel like they do. I hate to say it, but is that guy getting a blowjob? Not a blowjob, but like a hand job? Look here. Look here. It's a guy sitting and someone holding his area. Am I tripping right now? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Look at it. Come here, honey.
Oh.
Is this guy getting a hand job? Look at this. It's a guy sitting, and this guy on his knee.
Maybe don't say that into the mic.
I think I can say that.
What's all the money everywhere? What's up?
Muhammad came in and just gave a buttload of money, so I'll clean it up later.
You can't shoot it again.
I'll shoot it later. It's okay.
But what if he donates again and then you have no money to shoot?
Honey, I just discovered someone getting a hand job, okay? This takes precedence over that, okay? Am I seeing it?
Maybe he's tickling his belly button.
That's not his belly button. That's down there. I think he's bowing. I guess he could be. And they're all different. That's kind of cool.
Now go back.
Oh no, yeah, here's the thing again. Go ahead.
I think there's something like that in Pompeii.
There's something like that in Pompeii? Okay. I think she's been to Pompeii. Have you been to Pompeii, honey? Yeah, she's been to Pompeii, so she might have seen something. Greek art. Bro, need HD texture pack badly. See, that's another reason why they won't remaster this game. That they'll have to depict this again. I forgot what I was even talking about. I think I was talking about Motorstorm, right? Oh no, how the PlayStation 3 had a really good diversity.
You left the part, you left it?
The what part? No, I can go back, man. It's here. We'll get back to the whole PlayStation 3. Can you zoom in? No, there's no photo mode in these older games, unfortunately. It just looks kind of sussy. I don't know. It just stood out. New theory video. Number of times we've played this and only just noticed there's many layers to the Greek games. Okay, what can I say? Honey, it's taking kind of long. I thought you would find it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know the name of the game.
The thing about racing games that were what?
No, it's just
getting a hand job.
No, hold on. Yeah, it's difficult because every time I search it, I get this poor dude.
The guy who got freaking like frozen in history, just whacking it off.
I still got time.
He was caught gooting in 4K, man. The clip I was talking about is a funny clip, like the Devious Theseus. Oh, okay, man. That does not look like Atreus, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's a
That's not the same one though, but I don't know. I feel like this looks like original art that Santa Monica did for it. I gotta.
What about that one?
Holy crap! The Greeks were onto something. Like,
I don't think you can show that.
let me see. I'm not gonna show it, but okay, this one leaves no room for imagination. This is. I kind of want to show it.
I don't think you can show that.
I want to show it.
I'm 95%.
I want to show it. I want to see the I want to show the Greek stuff.
Yeah, there's stuff in Pompeii, but they're not like
Not that
not,
like
not
that.
the same position.
I don't know. He could just be bowing to him. He could be bowing to him if we're taking that route. But it is like an older game where they hide little things, you know. You know what I was watching? I came across this video today, and this would never happen today. There was a Hulk game, I think for the PlayStation 2. I'm not gonna say it was a hack and slasher, but it was a Hulk game where you just destroy things, right? And apparently you could pick up like civilian NPCs, and you could put them down and you could pet them on the head, right? But you could also throw them across the map. You could like smash, like the ground smash or whatever, right? They would do that. They would never do that.
Over here and stuff, shit.
One of them is, or was at least. I don't know.
Is Charlotte in here?
I don't know. Just look in, honey. Honey, she wanted to be in, and I'm streaming now, so I just kind of let the. Yeah, she was smiling at the door. Honey, don't pick up now, please. I'll do it, honey. I'll do it later. It's fine. Thank you, honey. You gonna go now? You got the thing? The address? Okay. I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Guess what? That whole game was made by the same developers as Prototype. It wouldn't surprise me. It's very similar. We're just like very destruction oriented. I also heard rumors that Prototype is getting a remaster as well. What? If you're gonna talk, you gotta come in, honey. They can't hear you.
I feel like what's really funny is like there was this era of gaming that everybody enjoyed.
Up to the PlayStation 3, I would say, where it's like they were still doing fun ideas.
Yeah, and so now everyone's like, oh, they're probably making my favorite game. Oh, they're probably making this one. Oh, you remember Sands of Us 2? Two Sand to Die? Oh,
Two Sand to Die? What?
Yes, the Sands of Us 2, Two Sands to Die. They're remastering that. Well, it'll come out next week.
Primal's getting a remaster.
It's every game that everyone's ever enjoyed in the past is getting a remake or a remaster. And it's like, look, some of them make sense.
I heard an Infamous one.
That's what I'm saying. There hasn't been a single Infamous anything in the longest time. Are they hinting at it? What's the evidence? Just someone going, it's my favorite game, I want them to remaster it?
Yeah, that's enough. Let us dream, honey. Let us dream. This generation has been very lackluster. We need to go retreat back into our nostalgia, okay?
No, you don't. You need to make more, not just relive what you already had.
That's fair, but
When you had Infamous, you weren't going, wow, Infamous is just like this other game that I love playing. I'm glad they remastered this new game called Infamous.
I gotta say, chat, she's spitting facts right now, okay?
Yeah.
She's
new games with new ideas, not just old games redone shittily and with new stuff that makes no sense and probably microtransactions.
Man, you woke up in a bad mood. It's like
I woke up in a real mood.
In a real mood, yeah.
I'm tired of you people. I'm tired of you people.
The remake people, the remaster people.
Yeah, can't stand it. Also, I'm pretty sure you don't have low latency on because like you're responding to. No. After you start the stream,
I can't do
fix
it. Nah, I'm sorry.
Because you'll I'll look at the comments and like 10 comments later you're responding to the first one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to change it. I forgot. I don't turn off ads, honey. This is my job, okay? When are you gonna stop saying that? Stop putting it.
Sorry.
Jesus. She's not spitting facts, she's vomiting facts. That's the thing. I feel like the real issue has become games have gotten too expensive, and as a result, the games they make, they have to become more safe. They just have to. And they do this by making easier mechanics, trying to appease a larger group of people as well, to like make sure like they sell well. So that has been the issue, like this whole focus on graphics. And once again, I blame Rockstar and I blame Naughty Dog for that bullshit, okay? It's been nothing but them, okay? They've been the ones who have dictated what the AAA industry looks like. I'm talking to guys like, you must find the way across, Kratos.
Why do you aid me, Gaia?
Zeus must be stopped, Kratos. The story of revenge has been told before. You know of the mighty Titan Kronos. So fearful was Kronos of the Oracle's prediction that his own children would rise against him, that he decided to imprison them all in his belly. Rhea stood by and watched as her children were devoured one by one.
Why do you give me AIDS, Gaia?
She was unable to bear another such loss, and devised a trick.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. He got Earth AIDS.
Rhea commanded the eagle to secret her son away. He was taken to an island far beyond the watchful eyes of Kronos.
No, I have it here. Yeah. I'll probably be done when you get back here. There's something Sesty says. Oh, he says that. It doesn't surprise me. You know, something I learned years later after reading the art book is that this area where Kronos is eating Zeus is where you fight Zeus at the end of God of War 2. I never put those two and two together.
It was I who cared for him. It was I who kept him safe.
Yeah. This cycle must end here, yeah.
I nurtured his desire to free his brothers and sisters.
Beautiful poetry. Or some, I don't know.
Foolish act of compassion.
Or some shit, yeah.
Titans forever. For in sparing Zeus, we allowed him to return to us with vengeance in his heart.
Kronos' chest hair. Can you imagine if he had like actual hair? Like he just came out with like a boy band looking hair, like, I'm here to eat my son. That sounds weird, okay? That sounds weird. You know what I meant. It's Kronos we're talking about. But it would be funny if he wasn't bald, if he actually had hair. Like Bruce Willis, yeah. He does look like Bruce Willis. And I feel bad because Bruce Willis is not doing very good. Like he's, I think he's got dementia or something. Yeah. Yeah, he's forgetting. He's forgetting. It's a shame because he's made some really good movies. Pan, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Didn't say anything though, but thank you. Appreciate the super chat. I still question the possibility of these two having kids without her getting crushed. I forgot. I don't know if this is true, but I think it was Emerald Mojica, and he might have been joking, okay? But he said at one point that Titans had the ability to change their size down there or something like that. I forgot how it goes. Because, like, yeah, I really don't see how that happened, you know? It had to be done magically speaking. It couldn't have been traditional intercourse. I just don't buy it, you know? Huh? Rhea and Kronos, how they had the baby Zeus. I don't know if you're being sarcastic. Okay. Sure. Kronos too? Okay. Now, she was also Chrono Size, probably. They just wanted to juxtapose with Chrono Size. Probably, yeah. It's just a really funny scene. Need some help, buddy? Okay, hold on. I'll help you. Give me a sec, guys. Hold on, honey. Hold on. I gotta go pee real quick. I'll be back. Okay, give me a sec. You leave the room, okay? Alright, I'm back. Okay, we need Kuba to watch High School DxD. I don't know what that is. I'm probably not gonna play much longer. I'm gonna keep it kind of short. So I got other stuff to do. But I guess something we haven't talked about is the whole Wolverine game. Like, are you guys excited for that? What would you want to see from the Wolverine game? Because I go back and forth with that game. Because if the leaks were true, man, I'm not very excited for it. Just because I'm not interested in playing an open world. We were talking about the diversity of games in PlayStation 3. That's what we were talking about. And that's something else. Like, Wolverine is one of those games that I feel would benefit from not being an open world game. And I'm afraid that Insomniac is gonna do yet another Spider-Man looking clone, right? I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping it's linear, and I'm hoping it's bloody, because it's Wolverine who we're talking about. But what I was saying before is that, yeah, PlayStation 3 had just a really wide variety of, like, games in their portfolio, like exclusive games. You got Little Big Planet, you got Ratchet and Clank, you got freaking Mod Nations Racers, all of these things, God of War, Uncharted, first-person shooters like Killzone, Resistance, like, and now you just don't get that. You really don't get that. They're mostly third-person story-focused games, you know. They're all the same, and that was, again, it's thanks to Naughty Dog and Uncharted and The Last of Us, especially, right? That's when really changed things. I gotta sneeze. Ah, man. Now Sweet Baby Inc. is part of the development. Is it really? Has that been confirmed? Sweet Baby is part of the Wolverine game. I thought those people were essentially blacklisted. Like, they're not really, no one's working with them because, like, every time they work on it, man, like, something just goes wrong. Like, their games just not end up becoming very good at the end. So I don't know who else who in the right mind would want to work with them, you know. But I don't know, maybe they still do. I honestly don't know. It's been 4 years now. I don't know what to expect. It's just interesting that we're getting a bunch of rumors recently that it's like, yeah, it's happening. It's fine. And it makes sense because, like you said, it's been 4 years since 2021, right? So it's about time that we get something. And I heard also that they've made changes based on the leaks, which makes sense. They would want people to be surprised by it. The main thing I hope for is that I hope it's linear, man. I don't want an open world Wolverine game. If it's that, I'm probably not even gonna get it. Let me get the bow. My bow. Gotta sneeze again. What? That scared me. Ever since I saw Wolverine doing the investigative nonsense, I've completely lost interest. Yeah. I gotta sneeze again. Jesus. Yeah, it's that's one of those mechanics, the investigative mechanic. Ugh. I can't stand that. A lot of games have that, man. I think they really need to change their approach to like game mechanics for the next generation, because people have been talking about how we've kind of reached a cap in how well games can look. I think we're good, guys. I honestly think, if we're being completely honest, games already looked amazing in the PlayStation 3 era, right? You could get 60 frames on PlayStation 4, but that's really all you need when it comes to graphics. That's all you need. And they just keep like messing with it. It's like we don't need games to look realistic. That kind of ruins it a little bit. It ruins the magic. Get the guys first. Gonna fall. Good. I was seriously hoping it doesn't take 10 years to come out. What? The Wolverine you're talking about? The PlayStation 5 generation has been a letdown. That's what I've been saying, but again, I got a lot of flack for it. Because, like, how dare you? Because there have been good games, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about in terms of exclusives. Oh, hey, Charlotte. Good of you to join us. I'm talking about exclusives. It feels like there hasn't been a lot of them. Got him, boys. Yeah, the Wolverine game. What are you doing, Charlotte? I heard the Wolverine game is supposed to play like God of War meets GTA. I'm not interested. I'm not interested anymore. If that's true, I'm not interested. I'm not going to play yet another outdated open world game by Insomniac. I'm not doing that. Because the only thing that the Spider-Man games have for themselves, I think, is the traversal. And even that, I don't think is that good. It looks good. It's one of those things that just looks flashy, and it's like, ooh, you just press R2 and it does it for you. It looks nice, you know, and it makes you feel like Spider-Man, sure. But in Wolverine, how exactly are they gonna do that? The guy just has claws, for crying out loud, you know. I don't know how that's gonna work. Arctic, thank you so much, man. Would you rather in God of War 6 Kratos versus Jesus or Satan? I honestly don't think they're ever going to do the biblical stuff. It's been hinted on in the series before, but I don't think they will. I think there's a lot of cool things like to do with the biblical stuff, but I just don't think religious people would go for it, right? Because there's this view. I'm talking now about Judaism and Christianity per se. Like there's this view in scholarship that it wasn't always like a monotheistic religion, right? The whole monotheism thing came after the Babylonian exile, where they took into Babylon, right? But before that, they had if you really look at it, they had a completely different religion where the God has a council, there's multiple gods and stuff. But just saying that, I'm sure I'm gonna get Christians really mad at me, and even Jewish people as well. But if they were to go back to that, like that would be a lot interesting, like really interesting for a God of War game, you know. But I don't think that'll ever happen. It's too controversial, you know. Even a game like Hinduism, you know, a game that touches on Hinduism mythology, I don't think that would ever fly. But if you ask me, Jesus versus Kratos, I would go with, I mean, Jesus or Satan, I would go with Satan. You know, Satan is classic evil dude, it'd be interesting. People say that they want Jesus to be the one who redeems Kratos, but that already has kind of happened in Valhalla. Got him. I don't think the Wolverine game would have any actual combat depth. Would love to be surprised though. There needs to be a change in the industry, an overhaul completely. It's not gonna be something that you're gonna see overnight. Like, we need... I don't know, man. I don't have high hopes for it. That's why, out of all of them, I'm more excited for the... surprise, surprise, the God of War Metroidvania rumor. Because I think if they do like a Lost Crown scenario, like for that God of War game, I think it's gonna be a success. That's all they need to do. Replicate something like that, and it'll be fine. Maybe Tyr is Jesus. I heard a fan theory that, yeah, Tyr is Jesus because he looks like him. Which I think is kind of silly, but it's interesting if it turns out to be him. Because he does look like, you know, what you traditionally think of Jesus, you know? But I don't think that'll ever happen, man. What? You hyped for a God of War game? Right? Hard to believe, huh? Yeah, Again, I'm really hoping the Metroidvania thing is true. Not just because, man, I get to talk about God of War again. But also because it'll mean that it's another change in the series.
The steeds of time, a gift from the great titan Kronos, his unsuccessful attempt to gain the favor of the Sisters of Fate, and change the destiny which the Oracle foretold.
I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. We'll go to Big Face for a little bit. Okay. It would be retarded. Tier. Fair. No, but I mean, there is some, like, not validity per se, but it's an interesting concept because God of War already does that, where like certain mythological characters become other mythological characters in other mythologies, right? Like Kratos is Farbodi in Norse mythology, right? Something like that could be interesting. But no, I don't think Tyr will ever be Jesus. That's something that's gonna happen. It's been 3 years since God of War anything God of War related happened. Yeah, it's been a while. Again, I think it was supposed to be the God of War live service game, but that got canceled and we haven't gotten nothing ever since. But the rumors are that at the end of this month, we're most likely going to hear something, right? And again, I'm trying to keep myself contained and just not get too excited about this, but man, the idea of a brand new God of War game, something they've never done before. Yeah, I guess you can technically say that Betrayal was kind of like the first steps in the Metroidvania, but I wouldn't say so. Something completely different, a 2D Metroidvania game. That could be interesting for the series, you know. Lost Crown was so good. We need stuff like that. Devs are still just creative. It's just publishers and investors forcing them to add stupid stuff instead of actual mechanics. It's just sad, man. Yeah, I mean, like, look at a game like Expedition 33, where the developer said that no, they had to leave Ubisoft because Ubisoft would never let them make that game. It's too risky. A turn-based game in 2025 that does not try to appeal to the modern audience. It's just interested in telling an interesting story. No microtransactions, no multiplayer. No publisher these days would want to go for that, except Sony. PlayStation on that front is pretty good. They still let them do that. I still think the products they make are kind of safe, like more for like a lot, like a main audience, like a mainstream audience. But a game like Expedition 33 would never have been done under Ubisoft watch. And look at that, it sold millions of copies. Look at Silksong, where it's like another 2D Metroidvania game. It's doing pretty good. But then again, that is Silksong. That's a different case, you know. Troy Baker is an intergalactic. It doesn't surprise me, man. It doesn't surprise me. Hyperion Ram to God of War Remasters clip. I'm gonna look it up. I don't know if it'll show up. Hyperion. Oh, just 1 minute. Can do 1 minute. What? The golden mask boy. So wait, you got someone else to do the video for you? Who's that? But anyway, yeah, it's I mean, the Hyperion Ram is one of those moves that's just very satisfying to pull off. Oh my god! Oh my god, what an idiot! I didn't change the thing. Hold on a second. Here, I'll show you guys. My bad. I realized I was watching this video and just reacting to it like an idiot. There you go.
Run Kratos is doing? Fuck that. Add the Hyperion Ram instead. See this rampage?
It's Captain Kuba. Okay, my bad. I forgot to change it.
Add the Hyperion Ram instead. See this Walmart rampage of the fuckers? Fuck that. Add the Hyperion Ram instead. See this attack that takes 20 billion years to charge? Wait, this is actually kind of nice. But fuck that. Add the Hyperion Ram. I just want to Hyperion Ram myself into everything. I want to Hyperion Ram the man who has the basilisk. I want to Hyperion Ram the man who was tortured. I want to Hyperion Ram the man who is devious. I want to Hyperion Ram the man who wants head. I want to Hyperion Ram the girl who flashes her tits. I want to Hyperion Ram the fat girl who flashes her tits. I want to Hyperion Ram the golden mask boy. I want to Hyperion Ram the Greek femboy. I want to Hyperion Ram the man with a sore throat. I want to Hyperion Ram the pussy lion. I want to Hyperion Ram Arenas, Persephone, and Lachesis from the back. I want to Hyperion Ram the man who killed my enemies, and my Hyperion was rammed. Did you hear me loud and clear? If not, I will Hyperion Ram you as well. And if you did, then make sure to check out my channel, Micro Millions. And also subscribe to Monville, since this is his channel after all.
Yeah, what I was saying is like, the Hyperion Ram, I keep saying Hyperion Ram now. Hyperion Ram is one of those moves that's just very satisfying. It's not very hard to pull off, but just the idea of just charging forward to an enemy and just like hitting them with your shoulder. I love it. But I do like the charge in Ghost of Sparta though. That one's like really good. At this point, Troy Baker is like Eddie Murphy in the Naughty Professor. He's just everywhere. He look, to be fair, he is a good voice actor. Nolan North used to be like the go-to guy for voice acting, but then Troy Baker kind of took his place, I would say. So he is a good voice actor, so it makes sense to see him everywhere. Unlike Pedro Pascal, who like you literally see him in everywhere, and he's a decent actor, but there's nothing that good about him, to be honest with you. Troy Baker, on the other hand, like he can change his voice. Like he did Indiana Jones, and it's pretty good. I haven't played the game, but he did a pretty good Indiana Jones voice version of it, you know. Sorry, my ear hurts. Ow, fuck. Anyway, Green, 2040 Inferno, Rasengan. I haven't seen Naruto yet. He's a great voice actor and a great singer too. I don't know he sung. Didn't know that. But anyway, yeah, I just want to do like a quick. I mean, it's 3 hours. It's longer than my older live stream, so pretty good. 3 hours. 3 hour hangout stream with God of War 2. Had some fun. Mohammed came in and just paid the rent for the next 3 months. I appreciate it, man. Of course, to all of my members, all of the subscribers, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I will see you guys this Saturday for Prince of Persia: The Warrior Within. I'm not gonna say we're close to the end. I think we just started, so I'm not even gonna say that. But the game is really good. It's exciting, you know. You did a pretty good job. Oh, did a pretty good job with young Joker in the Darks. Wait, I'm missing in the Arkham games. Yeah, in Arkham Origins, right? He played Joker, and I thought it was pretty good. I think people have said that he has, like, outside of Mark Hamill, he has the best Joker. I remember that. Origins is one game that I haven't played though. I've made Kratos mod and Gmod where you can Hyperion Ram Dark Souls bosses. LOL. Of course, man. Of course. But anyway, I'm not gonna keep you guys longer here. I'll see you. Yeah, today is Thursday, so Friday we're not doing anything. I might upload a short or something. But Saturday is when we're back with Prince of Persia, so I'm excited for that. Hope to see you guys there. Last time we had a pretty good turnout. Turnout? Yeah, whatever. A lot of people were there. So I'll see you guys Saturday. Until then, remember, go forth in the name of Olympus. Peace.